city of trade and luxury, or crime and misery for anyone not a part of the upper class. One of the largest cities in the dynasty. You want to go to Danrek? It takes a certain breed of person to make it there. You have to be confident in who you are, even if you're faltering under the surface. You're forced to be creative and think on your feet, even if you'd rather not. It takes a certain strength to survive there. Physical, mental, health, even spiritual. You have to be quick, fluid, and in the moment. Can't dwell on what's behind you. You need to feel the heartbeat of this city, always looking over your shoulder, and only be seen when you want to be seen. Danrek isn't for the weak-hearted. Hells, nothing in this God's forsaken world is. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Campaign 3 of CharmedPersons. Very excited to have you here with us. A little business up top. We are going to have a Curse of Strahd session this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Check us out there. And then a week from today, we're going to be continuing Campaign 3 at 1 p.m. Central. So that's it for business. So let's get right into today's session.
$1 million welcome shots. I can.
All right. Rain, consistent and cold, falls from a darkened night sky. The clouds have erased any signs of twilight from the world above. No moon or stars shed their lights over Danrek this eve. We pan down and we see a medieval metropolis, a tiered city surrounding the large Azul Bay in southern Akios. The bay, as always, is half filled with ships of all shapes and sizes, bringing in wares from all over the Sabian dynasty, and preparing their journeys to wherever their origin may be. It is the 3rd of Garnia, the year 1612, in the Dawn Age. Street lanterns, like stagnant fireflies, are sprinkled throughout the city, illuminating the paths that wind throughout Danrek and casting long shadows in an already shadow-filled landscape. Many dark corners exist in Danrek, and on a night like this, they come alive with the mysterious portents of evil deeds. We see ourselves hovering over a section of the city on its second tier, a well-lit road of fine architecture and revelry. This is Leisure Alley, a place made for those looking for a good time and little judgment. Brothels and fine inns line the streets on either side. Drunkards finding their way home or to their next watering hole stumble down the cobblestone pavement. One particular establishment seems to be quite lively on this cold, rainy night. We see the exterior of the Velvet Pillow. An upscale brothel and inn, that upper echelon of the underbelly of Danrek call home this evening. A party is being held. Here, music and joyous ruckus can be heard through the thick brick walls and intricately designed window panes. Warm orange light pours through the windows out onto the street. Approaching the brass-framed double doors, we see a lone figure, cloak over their shoulders to protect them from the rain. They approach the large, broad-shouldered doorman standing at the top of the steps. As they pull down their hood, Kelsey, would you like to describe your character?
Oh my gosh! Yes. So Aeliana is she's a human woman with long, kind of reddish brown hair that comes down in pretty chaotic waves. She is kind of got rounder cheeks, deep brown eyes, and she is very watchful at this moment, kind of like taking in, being very aware of her surroundings, kind of head on a swivel a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach the doorman, large bald man with bags under his eyes, thick black goatee speckled with gray, hired muscle for this evening at the door. He looks down at you as you pull back your hood, now underneath the awning away from the rain, and he says, "Invitation."
Right. And she goes to her cloak and then pauses and then goes to the other side of the cloak. And she will hand over an invitation.
All right. You hand the invitation. He looks at it. He stucks it in like this little like small satchel that he appears to just be like shoving these invitations in, and then he turns behind himself. He opens the door, swings it open, and you are allowed inside. The rain goes away, and you join at... Here we go, let me see here. You join the party inside. Actually, I'll keep that music going. A wild party is happening. As you step inside, upon entering the Velvet Pillow, you are struck with warm light and vibrant colors. Strong aromas of incense and blue vine leaves fill your senses. To your left, you see many tables with chairs packed in front of a stage with a live band. Hugging the wall to your left, you see patrons sitting in a small pit covered in soft, colorful cushions, passing wine bottles and smoking pipes. In front of you is an ornate desk, and standing proudly behind, you see a tigress tabaxi, and she nods to you warmly and calls out to you. And do you approach?
Yes, of course.
You approach and
Absolutely,
she says,
yes.
"Hello, good evening, welcome. My name is Lila. I am the owner of the Velvet Pillow. Thank you for joining us tonight."
Oh, thank you for having me. Yes, of course.
Of course. May I take your cloak?
Yes, of course. And she'll take off the cloak and hand it over, and then kind of like readjust her skirts because it's a longer dress. She's wearing like a light blue gown, and she looks very uncomfortable in it.
Yeah, I was about to ask what is the dress that you took from Boldier's shop?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a long, light periwinkle blue. It's like tulle. It kind of like swishes as you walk, and it's got like sleeves that go maybe down to mid, and it kind of hangs down almost. But it's very apparent to everyone, I think, that she does not normally dress like this.
Okay, wonderful. Lila takes the cloak, and she nods, and she says, "Please, make yourself at home. A server will be with you, or you can approach the bar. Welcome to the Velvet Pillow." And she goes just directly behind her and opens up this door that you can see into as she opens. It's a closet where other cloaks and hats have been put. You see that she takes a moment to kind of look at you, and she looks at you, and she looks at the cloak, and then she kind of like nods to herself, and she goes in. She doesn't like take like, you know, there's no like exchange of anything to show. It seems that she is confidently going off of memory as to whose items are whose. And she goes to the back. Do do anything right away in particular as you see this revelry happening around you?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone in particular.
Uh-huh.
Just to find out where they are.
Okay, yes.
So I'm looking for... Yeah, you know.
Yes, I know who you're looking for, and you do, you see her.
Okay.
You see her over at one of the tables to the left. Long black hair, braided, falling over a black ornate dress. You see that she is currently laughing and drinking at her table with one man that you know, which is, his name is Vox, large Goliath man, bald head, black goatee that comes down a little bit, covered in tattoos. I will show you him. Here is Vox, very large, muscular man. You know him to be the sole, oops, wrong person. The sole bodyguard of one Liana Sealdor, the daughter of the Sealdor family, and she seems to be having tons of revelry right now. She is also sitting with someone who looks familiar to you, but you know you've never seen them before. An orcish man, bald with a goatee, two large tusks coming out, with a blue overcoat and kind of like sailor undershirt. You haven't been in this... Well, actually, no, you've been in this city quite a while. So you know this is definitely someone who is wearing the uniform, quote-unquote, of a docksman. One of the gangs here in Dariok. And as you have spotted her, we pan away from this moment. And we move past the tables of laughing patrons, filling their faces with savory meats and sweet breads and crisp ales. And we move back past an iron-framed wooden door, and we see a kitchen bustling with movement. The heat from two roaring fireplaces constricts the air. We see servants and cooks moving like a well-oiled machine to provide their customers with the best they have to offer. The head chef, a large, portly man named Chuck. He lets out a boisterous laugh. This is what I like to see. Well done, well done. Keep the customers happy. That keeps Lila happy, and that keeps our pockets filled. He goes over and he picks up a freshly put together tray of sweetbreads, and he brings them to his nose and inhales. Perfectly done. Emory, take these to the pit. Chuck turns around and faces Angie's character. Angie, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, so bounding after the tray through the crowded kitchen is a young half-elf person, like white hair that should be dazzling but is muted with dirt and grease. They tried to make it nice for tonight, but usually they just cover it with a hood. Managed to wash their face and hands as well as they could as well, but as they brush their hair away, you see a bunch of tattoos all over their hands, their nails painted black, and they're wearing a bit of a different sort of outfit tonight. They're wearing their work uniform as they work this event at the Velvet Pillow.
Yeah, and I will say, because of the city that Dariok is, just so the two of you know who have been introduced so far and everybody else, weapons are on you. Even the servants are allowed weapons. That's not a weird thing. This is a dangerous city. People are always out to get you. At least that's what it can feel like. And so it is not improper to have weapons out. It is improper to have them out. but it is not improper to have them on your person, as it kind of just makes, in a weird way, it makes everybody feel more comfortable if everyone is armed in a weird way. And so you take the tray of sweetbreads, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so just almost without words, like just a grunt of recognition, I just take the sweetbreads and head to... Where did he say they needed to be?
To the pit, which you know to be the session or the section in the Velvet Pillow that is literally like a 70s living room pit, just filled with cushions. Pit. Yeah. With 2 tables at it, with pitchers of wine and smoking pipes where people openly smoke. What did I call it?
Gotta know what
Sorry.
they smell.
Blue vine leaves. Blue vine leaves are often collected and dried and crushed and smoked, and they give off a very distinct aroma and also give the sensation, a very calming, euphoric sensation. Not too intense, but enough to take the edge off if one is not more imbibed in alcohol or other liquors. So you open the door, immediately start weaving your way in and throughout the tables with ease, not only just of your general dexterity, but just the practice in which you've done this before. You pass Henry Whitcomb, who's just kind of like... almost gives you like, I mean, he doesn't actually give you a high five, but like a nod of it's just, you two are just like a well-oiled machine, and he just like nods, walks right past you. I would say, because she is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb right now, over near the entrance as you're walking by, you do kind of clock Aeliana. And you put up a little hand. Aeliana, you see Emory bustling through, carrying this tray, look over at you and kind of put up a welcoming hand. You too as well. You go over to the pit, lay down the sweets. Everyone cheers when you arrive. They're very excited. And as that happens, we are going to move back outside of the Velvet Pillow and back into the rainy night. We see coming down from the road, approaching from the noble district, an ornate black carriage. We see a single large black war horse pulling this carriage, driven by a man in a large top hat and a black cloak with the collar pulled up, shivering. The carriage door opens up, and a man in a deep yellow cloak and armor steps out. This is clearly the armor of a Gold Hood, the Baron's military presence here in Danrek. He is a slightly older man, sporting short black hair and a curled mustache. He scowls at the dreary, chilly night before turning back to hold open the carriage door. And then an elven man steps out, tall and lithe, with short blonde, almost white hair. He wears a very wealthy purple suit with a flamboyant collar that flowers over his shoulder, and his smile is wide as he gazes at the Velvet Pillow. Councilman Hidara is this man's name. He turns to the Gold Hood. "Thank you, Sergeant Bowman. Professional as always, my good man." He looks over his shoulder back into the carriage. "All right, come on. You're gonna love this." Out of the carriage steps an imposing figure. Eric, would you like to describe your character?
Yes. Oliver Burroughs steps out of the carriage. He has kind of shoulder length, dirty blonde hair, kind of a facial hair that's always in a grizzled scruff. Since we're wearing our armor, I'm just wearing my normal chainmail armor that is not very flashy but well maintained. Underneath that, he has a red tunic to keep the rain over him. He has just kind of a black coat cloak with some red filigree on it. Nothing too flashy. His eyes, you notice if you catch his eyes, are kind of like a dull blue, almost gray color. And he steps out and follows the councilman and says to him, Sure they're gonna let me in?
Oh, of course. Trust me, when you're with me, I probably won't even have to show them an invitation. And as a matter of fact, as he approaches the door, the doorman kind of like instinctually is like, Councilman Adara, and he just kind of moves to the side, and Sergeant Borman opens the door first. Aeliana, you catch a draft of cold as the door opens, and you see this armored man walk in, followed by Councilman Hidara, who, you actually being here the last few years, you know who this man is. He kind of came out of nowhere as a noble from Savonia, and came in and just kind of quickly rose through the political ranks and became a councilman within the last like less than a year, and definitely has put a name for himself as like a partying young politician. And he walks in, shortly followed by Oliver. Hidara looks over at you, Oliver, and he looks over at you and he says, all right, off with the cloak. And he takes off his as well and hands it to Sergeant Borman, takes yours, hands it to Sergeant Borman. Sergeant Borman walks over, and Lila kind of comes over and she says, oh, Councilman Hidara, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here at the Velvet Pillow. Councilman Hidara kind of like nods, and he looks over and he says, this is my friend and associate, Oliver Burroughs. Oliver, this is Lila, the owner and proprietor of the Velvet Pillow.
Pleasure is all mine.
Oh, yes, wonderful to have you. Thank you. Please make yourselves at home. And Councilman kind of nods, and you see that he immediately starts like looking around, as if he's looking for someone. Doesn't see like he finds them, and he kind of looks to you, Oliver, and he says, "So, what do you think? Drinks, food? What's first?"
I think some liquid courage would be good. Are you looking for someone in particular?
Yes, there's a good friend of mine that I'm going to have you meet this evening. Her name is Kitana. You'll love her. But yes, drinks. Let's head to the bar.
Yes.
And the two of you start to head to the bar. And as this is happening, we are going to go back outside at the main entrance once more, as the doorman spots two figures approaching the main entrance. Arm in arm, covered in cloaks, they approach. The first steps up and pulls down the hood of her deep maroon cloak, and she is an orcish woman with long black hair and two minuscule tusks peering out of her lower jaw. A smirk crawls across her face as she looks at her companion. Are you ready? And the second figure pulls down her hood, looking strikingly familiar, or similar, I should say. Emily, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, so Rowina is a green tiefling. She has like dark ram horns that are black but sort of have almost the sheen of the same green as her skin. Long black hair that is just kind of in a mess all around. She's a little taller than average. She's like close to 6 feet. She has some kind of ornate jewelry, nothing fancy, just sort of decorative. And tonight she would have found in Katana's closet a dress to wear that is the same like deep green as the cloak she's always wearing, which is sort of appears velvet, but it's very light, deceptively light for a velvet cloak. But I think with the rain, she probably would have like a heavier, actual, like more practical cloak over the top of that for when they are walking through the rain.
Okay, yeah. You approach the door. The doorman says, "Invitation?" And Katana kind of nods and reaches into her blouse and pulls out the invitation. And he says, and then he kind of like looks over at you expectantly.
Oh, I lean to Katana. Did I need...
Katana like puts up a hand. You'll see that there's a +1 there. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
First roll.
First roll. First roll.
Yes! Okay, what's my perception?
Lost $5.
18.
18. With an 18, you see that she casts a small minor illusion cantrip on this this invitation, and he kind of looks down on it. My apologies. Kind of stuffs it.
Rowina kind of like pulls her shoulders back a little more, like gives a nod of like, yes, of course I'm supposed to be here.
Wonderful. He turns and he opens the door, and you both make your way into the velvet pillow. You see everything as I have described earlier. An establishment that Rowina has probably never seen in her life. Very ornate, very lavish. And Katana kind of puts an arm around you, and she says, "Oh, loosen up. It's going to be fine."
Yes, lovely.
Here, give Lila your coat. And Lila approaches you as well, and she says, Katana, wonderful to have you here again this evening. Is this your sister? And you can see that she's like, you're two different races of people. Like, she knows that that's probably not alike, but she's kind of acknowledging the fact that you look pretty similar.
I'll hold out my hand to her and say, Rowina, pleasure to meet you.
Lila, pleasure. She takes your hand and puts her other on top of it, and she says, welcome to the velvet pillow. I hope you have a wonderful time. Please let me know if you need anything. And similar to Aeliana, you see that she looks at the two of you, looks at the cloak, establishes it to memory, and then takes the cloak away. Katana...
I would, by the way, give her my outer cloak, but not my green cloak.
I figured. Yeah.
Okay.
As you watch her walk away, Katana looks at you, and you see her kind of looking, and she says, "Oh, over there at the bar, that is Councilman Hidara. I want to introduce you to him.
I've heard that name, yes.
He's well known in this city, and a good name to know. Okay." Evelyn should be here. You would know Evelyn to be the woman that she's wanting to introduce you to this evening. Okay. Evelyn probably has a room upstairs already. She'll be down when she wants to be. Maybe we should get a drink in you. Maybe loosen you up a little bit?
Yes, a drink.
Okay,
yes,
wonderful.
yes.
Let's head over to the bar. We need to meet Councilman anyway. And the two of you head over to the bar. But one last time, we look back outside of the Velvet Pillow. And there is a puff of air on this cold, chilly night from the shadows, and stepping out from the shadows is one more lone figure that steps up to the front door of this establishment. Michael, would you like to describe your character?
Oh man, yeah, okay. What you would all, well, I guess no, you guys don't see this yet, but in this alleyway is a man that's about 6'2", 6'3", very kind of lithe dancer's body. He has like watercolor blue skin, pointed ears. He has white freckles that dot along his nose. He has very curly, thick white hair that if you weren't looking directly at it, it's hair, but if you weren't looking directly at it, you would think it's just like a cloud that's on his head. It's always kind of perpetually just slightly drifting. He moves almost, he covers too much space given sort of his natural like walking gait. It's like he moves as if he's like on one of those perpetual like people movers at the airport. Like he's stepping, but he's like just constantly in motion, I guess.
Yeah.
Right now, he would be wearing, let's say like a 1920s like smoking robe that's white, kind of like quilted pattern, and then kind of just a kind of simple beige robe on over that.
All right. You approach the front doorstep, and the bald doorman looks at you. Invitation.
I'll wordlessly produce. I'm assuming I've been given an invitation.
Yeah, no, you were, yes. And
Yes.
if you recall,
Yes,
you pull out a
yes.
wrinkled, crumpled invitation that you've straightened out, and it looks a little bit better. But there's still those like creases there, and you hand that to him. He kind of looks at it, looks up at you, shoves it in his satchel, turns and opens the door, and you find yourself entering the Velvet Pillow. Upon doing so, you exit from the rain outside, and you see everything that I have established. A full building full of people of all kinds, some who you've maybe seen about, most who are new to you, and one of them, the Tigress Tabaxi, owner of this establishment, approaches you, and she says, "Hello, welcome to the Velvet Pillow. My name is Lila. It is a pleasure to meet you."
I will say, as I first enter the Velvet Pillow before Lila approaches me, after like who knows how long, I very quickly exhale, and some like white smoke kind of comes out of my lungs, as if like I've been holding something in there for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's very welcome and barely even noticed in this room, as there's smoke flying all throughout the place. And through this haze of smoke approaching you, you see through the mist a tiger approaches. And you see this Tabaxi, and she looks at you. "Hello, my name is Lila. Welcome to the Velvet Pillow."
Yeah, hey, shit, how do we do this? Cloak.
I just
probably want my cloak, yeah?
Yes, sure. Yes, I would love to take your cloak.
Awesome. I'll take off my...
She hands it from you. Is this your first time here at the Velvet Pillow?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, well, the bar is over there in the far corner. A server will approach you.
Yeah.
Everything is on the house tonight. So please find yourself comfortable, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great, wonderful. My name is Lila. If you need me, and she
Oh,
looks at
fuck,
you.
right. And I'll hand up my hand. Oh shit, sorry. No. Hey, what's up? I'm Danny.
She puts her hand out. Very nice to meet you, Danny. And she looks at you, looks at the cloak. Wonderful. And she turns and heads back. What do you think in this moment, being left alone, seeing everything that you see around you? What do you think you do?
Holy shit. I mean, if I'm getting like free drinks, I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah, for sure. You head over to the bar.
Yeah.
As you head over to the bar, let's check back in with Emory and Aeliana. Emory, after you deliver the tray of sweets, what do you do?
Depending on when it happens, I would like to know if I can catch who Aeliana is looking at, or like what Aeliana's eyes are drifting towards.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Kelsey. I feel like your eyes are probably like consistently glancing in that direction. So I would say roll a perception check, below DC. She's pretty consistently looking over there. Did you roll a natural one?
I told you, Angie.
We gotta start somewhere.
Only can go up. Only can make
Natural
improvements.
one.
But she has a -2 though. So.
Yeah, so that's a negative
No,
one.
that's not real.
-1, -2.
So technically it would be a 2.
That's hilarious.
You can't really tell who she. Hey, I'm here.
I mean, I
You
think
can't really-
like Aeliana's definitely like found a wall very quickly, and has absolutely very quickly also like snatched some kind of goblet of some kind of alcohol and is drinking it very fast while standing on this wall. So I think maybe it was like, you know, she's looking all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes, she's definitely glancing in that direction a lot,
Yeah.
but she's also glancing around the entire room. So maybe it's just less easy.
If I couldn't tell, if it was a natural one, it was so bad that I couldn't tell, I would grab arbitrarily a tray that's like off a table or something, and
easily,
I would walk over to her.
Okay, yeah. You approach Aeliana.
Excuse me. Can I get you anything? Miss?
Yep. She's like trying to read the. And she downs the glass and another one of whatever this was, or something similar, please.
I'll look at the glass, see if I can determine what it was.
Whatever's fastest, it really doesn't matter.
It was it's some kind of like
alcohol.
orange sangria.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'll get you something way better than that. Come on.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
This was
Yeah,
nice.
I'll just kind of linger on her a little bit, just like, you good?
Yeah,
Take a
sure.
breath.
Right as rain. Yep.
You're... Okay. And I'll-
Aeliana and Emory, roll perception checks for me. Let's see if
Oh,
Emory can
no.
redeem herself.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's better. 15.
15.
13?
13. With a 13, you're a little bit too nervous to notice what's going on. But Emory, as you walk away, you glance over in Liana's direction, and Liana has clocked Aeliana. Oh god, why did I do that? Liana Sealdor
She knows who I am.
has clocked
no.
Aeliana and is looking at her.
Oh shit.
Try not to be too obvious. I'll clock that. I'll glance very quickly at Aeliana, and then I will go get the fucking drink.
Okay, you go get the fucking drink. As you go get the fucking drink, Councilman Hidara and Oliver, you are over at the bar. Over at the bar, you meet a human man, a bartender, big smile on his face, like shoulder length brown hair, maybe a little bit shorter than that, kind of swept back, goatee framing his face, big smile, as I said. He turns and he looks at you, and he says, "Hello there, welcome, what can I get for you?"
What do you got on? What do you got on tap?
Pretty much anything that you've probably heard of.
Is it? I don't know how to ask. Is this an open bar?
Councilman Hidara kind of laughs and says, "Oh yes, tonight there's going to be no price for anything."
Right. I will have the most expensive ale.
He kind of laughs and he says, "The good stuff, coming right up." And he goes over and he grabs a couple mugs. As this is happening, you hear, "Hidara, wonderful to see you." And you turn and you see the orcish woman, who Hidara immediately says is, "Kitana, I was looking for you earlier." And with Kitana, you see a green tiefling woman approach as well.
Oliver drops whatever he's holding.
Okay.
Yeah, if he has like a glass or something, and maybe tries to go and catch it.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
16.
You picked up like a mint from the bar as you're waiting for the drink, and you're like, yeah, and you just completely fail, and you catch it, but you hit it in the air like 3 times as you try to catch it, and then you just you finally like finish it off and you grab it. Kitana kind of chuckles, and she says, "Well, who is this? Who is this man?" And Councilman Hidara kind of like looks to you, letting you introduce yourself.
Oliver Burroughs, it's a pleasure.
"It's a pleasure to meet you." And she kind of like puts her hand out.
I'll kiss her. I'll like, before I kiss her hand, I'll like look to Hidara. Like, this is cool. And I'll just.
He kind of just like raises his eyebrows and smirks.
And then I'll kiss her.
She like chuckles, and then she says, "Well, this is my lovely friend who I have made recently. This is, well, Rowina."
My name is Rowina Bishop. It's a pleasure to meet you. And she holds out not a handshake.
Yeah, Councilman Hidara grabs your hand and kind of like a politician like grabs it and then grabs it with the other hand and shakes it. "Wonderful to meet you, Rowina." And they kind of like both look at the two of you expectantly to like introduce yourselves.
Oliver's standing just wide-eyed.
Rowina Bishop. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oliver.
Are you all right?
No. But I will be.
yes, you will be, because here are our drinks. And Councilman Hadara
Oh, lovely.
gives you his drinks. And he looks at the two of you. I'm assuming the best.
Oh, yes, of course.
Ale,
only
wine?
the best.
Liquor?
Liquor.
Wonderful. And he kind of looks over at Darren and he says, Darren, 2 glasses of apple whiskey, please. And Kitana kind of says, oh, yes, please. And Darren kind of like just nods. And he looks, Councilman Hidara looks to Kitana, so, are you ready for the big announcement? Kitana kind of smiles and smirks to herself, and she says, yes, I'm a little nervous, of course, but I'm excited. Yes, I'm ready.
I don't mean to pry. If you want it to be a surprise, please. What are you?
The two of them kind of look at each other.
Yes,
Kitana like looks at you, Rowina, and they both kind of like giggle. And then Councilman Hidara says, "Okay, well, please." Don't tell anyone else. We're trying to make a big, grand announcement. You know, we love to be the center of attention, Katana and I. And Katana kind of like laughs, like playfully, like hits his shoulder. And he says, there is an open council position that I plan to endorse Kitana for this evening.
Oh.
And Kitana kind of like bows her head slightly, and she says, only in the best of intentions for Dariok, of course.
Congratulations, that's so exciting.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I just, I'm a little nervous about it.
It's okay. I'm very glad to be here for this.
Of course.
Where does the council like rank up? Is it like Baron, then council?
It's literally the Baron and then the council, yeah. And so basically the council is basically like his advisors. Like, it's like the Hand of the King meetings in Game of Thrones. You know, it's like he's still the Baron, he has but they have quite a bit of say and see over like day-to-day operations type stuff. The Baron is a king in all but title, really, when it comes to Dariok. And Councilman Hidar just kind of like playfully claps his hands and says, this is just, I really think that this is going to be a good move for you, Kitana. And Kitana kind of nods and she says, yes, I think so as well. 2 cups of apple whiskey. And the two of you grab your apple whiskey, and Kitana says, I am going to go look for Evelyn. Are you good, or do you want to come with me?
Oh, I'll come with you if I may.
Okay, of course, Rowina. Everything's wonderful, right?
Yes, everything's lovely. And Rowina is like, she definitely is nervous. Kitana would know it because she knows her.
Yeah.
But Rowina's really good at making it seem like she belongs in places she doesn't belong.
Okay, perfect.
So, like, she does have, like, a surprising air of, like, confidence about her.
Perfect. So she says, good, I'm glad you're having a great time. Let's go. And she kind of just like grabs your hand and like takes you like winding throughout the party. The councilman looks to you, Oliver, and he says, so already meeting some big names. What do you think, Oliver?
Yeah, I'm impressed. If Rowena's out of earshot, I'll say, what do you know about the tiefling?
Never met her before.
Oh, okay. Kitana, though, you've known her for a while?
Oh, yes, I've known her for a bit, at least as much as I come here to Dariok. She's wonderful. You see him, like, almost say something and then stop himself. Yes, she's great.
What are you holding out on me?
Let's get a few more drinks in me, okay? How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
And as this conversation continues, we will cut over to you, Danny. Danny, what do you think that you're doing in this moment? What do you think are you looking for anything? Keeping yourself busy? What are you doing?
Well, I first 100% would have gone over to the bar.
Okay, yeah. So you head over to the bar. You see Councilman Hidara there. As you walk, you pass Kitana and Rowina, not knowing them. You know, you don't really make any, but you pass the two of them. You head up to the bar, and you see Darren behind, and he says, "Hello, welcome to the Velvet Pillow. What can I get you?"
Hey, man, what's up? Could you? All right, like if you can't do this, I totally get it. Could I get
you see him like get interested. Let me hear it.
could you just give me 3 champagne flutes worth of like champagne, but like in a beer stein kind of situation? Can we do that?
A beer mug full of champagne, of course.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And he like kind of walks behind. I would say like that's a little strange. Like you would probably hear that. Like you would clock that, Oliver.
I'll look over to them. What the fuck?
Hidara just kind of like rolls his eyes. You know, there's also docksmen here, so.
Yeah, all types here.
Yeah. And Darren kind of comes back. You see that he basically empties a bottle of champagne. It wasn't like it was already open, but like he empties the rest of it into this stein. And he comes over and he brings it to you. Here you go. Free of charge. Welcome to the Velvet Pillar.
Oh my god, dude, thank you so much. What's your name, man?
Darren Riker. I'm the regular bartender here.
Darren, I'm Danny.
Danny, pleasure to meet you. Have you ever? I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
Nah, I don't really come down here that much.
Gotcha.
But, you know, it's cool.
How long have you been in Danrek?
About 6 months.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you finally made your way down. Honestly, this place might be a little intimidating, but it's the goods.
It's not that bad. All right, I'll see you around, man.
All right, see you,
Give him a high five.
Danny. And he gives you a high five. Oh, look, that guy. And he kind of walks by. And then what do you do after you grab your drink?
Probably I'm assuming Velvet Pillow, is there like it's different floors. Is there like a kind of like an over?
There actually is not
like
there is a stairs
okay.
that go up, but there is actually not an overhang, no.
Okay. I'll just kind of stick to the edges of the perimeter of the room, just keeping a really close eye on, in particular, probably that I can see. I would say keeping an eye on what is her name, Liana Sildor.
For sure. You see her sitting at a table with who I described earlier, Vox, and actually Emory. You would know because of your connections who the other man sitting with her is. Actually, you would know pretty intimately. Drizzt Sharptusk is the brother of another Sharptusk that you know, who is the leader of the Docksmen, and you, without giving too much away to everybody else, you know that him and his brother are obviously at odds, and it is a touchy subject with his brother, who you are much more familiar with. You don't really know Drizzt that much, but you know of him because of Prax, just proximity. So you would know who that is. But, and I would say, Danny, you've been here at least 6 months, so you clearly know that's a docksman that Liana is sitting with. But you don't know, you can assume that Vox is a bodyguard. He gives off that energy very much. But she just seems to be enjoying herself. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just keeping an eye out for now?
Mostly just keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, I'm drinking. I've had other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out.
You're feeling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. As we cut away from Danny in this moment, we actually, I would say at about this time, you notice, Danny, that Liana has looked in a certain direction for some time, and then is starting to stand up, and Aeliana, you see that Liana is looking towards you. This is a room full of people. There is an opportunity here for you to act as if you have not seen her and like get away if you don't want her to approach you, but you are pretty confident that she's about to approach you.
Who's the closest person to me? Maybe? Okay, wait. No, this is great. Okay, so she knows that bars are where people go, so she'll walk straight to the bar.
Okay.
Straight to, and Councilman Hidara seems like too big of a deal, but Oliver's right there, and he's right there. So she'll walk right up next to you, Oliver, and be like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't expect to see you here."
Have we, I'm usually pretty good at faces and I'm usually pretty good at faces.
She looks at you like
each other.
Of course, we've met many times. And she looks over, looks back.
Real quick,
Are you in trouble?
Danny, roll a perception check for me.
Good at perception. Oh yeah. 24.
I would say you notice Liana stand up, and like she follows Aeliana's movements, and you, with a 24, you can see that that's who she's watching as she like walks across the party.
Oh, I should have worn a different
And
color
then
dress.
and then when Aeliana approaches Oliver, you see that Aeliana kind of gets like a slightly confused look and then sits back down. So you notice that. You just asked if she's in trouble.
And she's just gonna be like,
Oh,
Do you need?
are you okay? And Councilman Hadar like gets involved now. He's like, is someone trying to hurt you?
no, I'm just spending some time with friends, of course.
Councilman Hidara looks at you, Oliver, and says, ex-boyfriend.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Thank you
Just
so
blink.
much for noticing.
Blink twice if you need to leave this establishment.
Let's get you a drink.
All right. Time's up.
Let's get you a drink.
She doesn't blink at all. She's like, ah.
And as this is happening, Emory, you have walked back out with what did you grab Aeliana to drink?
I was gonna get her my favorite apple whiskey.
Apple whiskey, yeah. You walk out. You don't see her in the place that you left her, but very quickly you see her and clock her having a conversation with who you would know to be a councilman and a man you have not seen before.
Forgetting that I'm not supposed to drink on the job, I would down the apple whiskey
Okay.
and slink back into the kitchen to keep doing my job.
Okay.
Obviously, she's got this under control. She's making friends.
Okay.
I'll just keep an eye out as I can and do what I came here to do.
Okay, perfect. You keep an eye out. Okay, yeah. So as that is all happening, we cut back to Rowina. Rowina, you and Katana approach the stairs. And as you do, Katana looks up and she says, "Oh, Evelyn, wonderful, we were just looking for you." And coming down the stairs, you see a woman, sorry, here we are. You see a woman with long red hair, slightly older, maybe like upper 30s, early 40s. Another deep maroon cloak with like a red dress with kind of a small V. Her hair is in a braid. And you see the woman who Katana has told you she is wanting to meet, Evelyn Heish. And she kind of walks down and she smiles and she says, "Katana, wonderful to see you." And Katana kind of smiles. And Evelyn looks at you and says, "You
Rowina Bishop, it's very nice to meet you."
must be Rowina. Wonderful to meet you as well." And she shakes your hand. "Please follow me." And she takes you just like a little bit further like behind you, and pulls back a curtain, and you see like a private table that is right next to a window that faces outside. And she takes you both in there, and
Rowena kind of like, for a moment, looks back at the party that she's really enjoying being at. Okay.
Yeah. She slides the curtains shut and sits down.
I will say
and-
Oliver is like watching Rowena.
For sure. Oh yeah, you definitely are. You're clocking
Wow.
Rowena, and I would say you clock that happens for sure. Because there's no attempt to hide it, and she's pretty easy to spot. The curtain is closed. You sit down at the table, and Evelyn says, "So, Rowena, Katana has told me quite a bit about you."
Good things, I hope.
"Yes, all very good things." Well, where
Can I
is-
just like make an initial like insight check on her?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Sort of the same as when Katana like asked me to come to this party, just like kind of sussing out those intentions.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. Ooh, 13.
With a 13, she seems genuinely very excited to meet you, and has a warm feeling about her. She looks at you and she says, so, tell me, where are you from, Rowina?
Oh, I'm originally, well, I don't exactly know where I'm originally from, but I was raised in Pakra.
Pakra. I'm sure that wasn't very pleasant for you.
No, it was not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I'm here now, at this lovely party with these lovely people. So all things came together as they were supposed to, I suppose.
Agreed. Agreed. So, let's get right down to brass tacks, shall we? I know that you are a magic user. Is that correct?
Rowena sort of instinctually looks around at her saying magic user out loud in that way.
Well, that's what. But you're in a private room.
Yeah. But Rowena's instinctually
of course.
yeah.
So you feel that you feel that initial fear, but then you're like, okay, this is a private room. She didn't scream it, so that's probably okay.
Yes. More. Well, I suppose I've always been a magic user, but I've just discovered the depths of it recently, I suppose.
I see. And she kind of looks at the an unlit candle in the middle of the table and just kind of blows, and the candle lights up. And she says, "As you can see, you are amongst like-minded individuals here. I must ask, and I hope you don't find this to be prying, as an individual from Pakra, you are a tiefling woman. You are a magic user. Are you a blood of a Luna?"
I'm not sure.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Rowina, in a village like Pakra, I'm assuming you didn't get the best treatment with your race and your abilities?
Not from the town as a whole, but I had a nice little life.
Good. That's good to hear. I'm glad that it wasn't all sorrow. There are members of our group that unfortunately did not have as good of a time. Yes, Eric.
I do just want to try to saunter over there and eavesdrop if I can.
Okay, yeah. So you leave the conversation.
I'll just say excuse me, I have to leave now for just a second.
Councilman Hidara kind of looks confused.
I'll kind of grab my stomach, not say anything.
Okay. he says, Steve puts a thumbs up, and he looks at you, Aeliana, and he says, "Don't worry, I will be your date for this evening." And he puts out an arm for you.
Oh, she'll take it. Oh God.
And he starts to lead you to a table.
Is it the opposite direction of Liana?
It's all of the tables are in the direction of Liana, but he takes you to the nearest one, and she's on the other side of the room.
Okay, yeah.
So you are moving slightly closer to her, but you're still on the other side of the room.
Sure. Yep. She'll follow and be keeping a strong eye out for Emory at this point.
Of course, yeah. There's no one guarding the curtain door. And so just go ahead and
I'm trying to be cool about it.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Somewhat low DC because there's a lot of ruckus going on.
5 disadvantage.
Yes, you do.
Armor.
Yeah.
8.
8 with an 8. Evelyn kind of looks at you, Rowina, and she says, "Well, that's wonderful to hear. I'm glad. But as I said, our group, and I would say, you probably heard, by the time you got over there, you probably heard the part of the conversation that was towards the end of it. So the part of the conversation that was like, I'm assuming you didn't get the best treatment in Pakra because of your race and your abilities. Rowina saying, no, I didn't, but I still had a good life. And then Evelyn being like, yeah, I'm glad about that. Some of our people in our group have not had the best life. And you just kind of like immediately are invested, and so you lean in a little bit, and there's like a floorboard creak. And immediately Evan kind of like, Evelyn, shout out Evan. Evelyn kind of like looks over your shoulder. And go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Eric.
Uh-oh.
This
is, well, you'll see what it is.
Oh, no, it's a 1.
It's a 1?
That's
so
a 1.
what that was for was to see if you could just stay still. So there was like a creak, and so you just like try to stay still, but
like,
you're just
slam myself against the wall.
Exactly. The curtain like flutters immediately, and you see that Evelyn kind of like shushes herself and looks and just kind of like waits and looks, and you have noticed, Oliver, that the conversation has ceased inside, but do you do anything? Do you go anywhere?
Have they like clocked me, or they're just not talking?
As far as you know, they're just not talking.
I'll just stay there.
Okay, so she waits.
But try to be very quiet.
Yeah. She waits for a moment, and then she kind of stands up, and she's going to roll a stealth check.
My passive perception is a 16.
That's a 13. So you hear Evelyn like a chair like scoot, and you hear footsteps coming to the curtain.
I'll just say to nobody, like, hey, and just walk.
Okay. Evelyn kind of like peers out, like Evelyn like peers really quickly out of the curtain, like in an attempt to surprise you, but you're already walking away, and you don't really see this, but she just kind of like narrows her eyes and then closes the curtain. And then she looks to Katana and says, Katana, will you do me the favor and just kind of stand outside of this room for me? And Katana kind of taken like the slightest bit offended at first, but you see that there's an authority that Evelyn has over her, and so she kind of nods, stands up, and goes out the room. Evelyn comes back down and she sits down. What has Katana told you about us?
Very little, just that there was a group of magic users, and that's something I've never even heard of, nevertheless been a part of.
Yes. We are a group, we represent a group of magic users who, our main goal is to make the world a place where magic users don't have to hide their abilities, where they don't have to be afraid of who they are or what they might look like. And I'm assuming that sounds like a pretty good world to you.
It does, but how do you plan on achieving this?
Well, through gaining roles in leadership. I don't know if Katana's told you, but there's supposed to be an announcement this evening that she is going to be running for the open council position. This is going to be the first time we would have one of our members in such a high-ranking position.
Yes, I did. I certainly did hear that. It's very, very exciting for her.
Yes, it is. Rowina, would you have any desire to join this group?
To be honest with you, Evelyn, I'm very intrigued by the notion of a group of people, a little more like me, but I don't feel like I know enough to say yes to that. I love Katana, but I haven't known her for that long. You seem very kind, but again, I haven't known you for that long.
Smart woman, Rowina. I would love for you to meet my sisters.
Okay, sure.
Would that be alright with you?
Are they here?
No. They're not here. This would be at another time. But would you be interested in this?
Sure, of course.
Wonderful. I think you'd look good in scarlet.
Thank you.
She stands up and she says, please, enjoy the rest of this party, Rowina.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet.
Of course. Pleasure's all mine. Please, enjoy. And she opens the curtain, and Katana's there, just like leaning against the wall drinking. Oliver, you probably have kept an eye out.
I went back to the bar and just with council or wherever council.
You joined the two of them at the table.
Yeah.
Rowina, you leave, and Katana's like, or Evelyn walks away, or actually walks back upstairs, and Katana says, "So, how did that go?"
No, I think it went all right. She said she'd like me to meet her sisters.
Really?
Yeah. Who is there? Some more that I should know about that?
Oh, it's just her and her sisters are the leaders of our group.
Oh.
They're not really blood sisters, you see.
Oh yes, that makes sense. To be honest with you, I told her that I don't feel like I can say yes to joining right now, but that I would learn more.
I'm sure she loved that. Good. I want you to be comfortable, Rowina, and drunk. Should we go join Councilman Hidara over at that table?
Absolutely, but before we go over that, did the man he was with seem very nervous about you? Or me? Or both of us?
I'm used to that effect.
I mean, me too, but usually it's more of a revulsion than just like a
Oh, darling, no, I
awkwardness.
meant I'm used to making men swoon.
Oh. Well, of course you are. Of course. Yes, why wouldn't you be? Yes, drinks, and then yes.
Yes, and then yes. And she
Yes and yes.
Takes you over. In this time that this has happened, Councilman Hidara has sat you down, Aeliana, and he looks at you, and although you're surrounded by people, it's one of those things where you're surrounded by people, but it's kind of created like a little cone of privacy for you. And he looks at you, and he just kind of like moves his drink along the table, gives it a sniff, takes the drink, and he says, "So, what is your name?"
Aeliana.
Aeliana. Wonderful to meet you. My name is Councilman Hidara.
Of course, I know who you are. Yes, I really don't think I should be taking up your time. I'm so sorry for interrupting. I got spooked.
No, it is fine.
I can really be on my way.
I mean, if you want to be, you don't have to stay here. But if you need to be on your toes from any certain individuals, I don't mind keeping you company.
Is Emory around?
I would say Emory's probably going in and out of the kitchen. I mean, your main job is a servant, so you are probably.
Okay.
So I think that there is like in this moment you could like see that Emory is out. Yeah.
Okay. As I said, I am extremely grateful for your kindness to a total stranger and no one important. But I really do think I should be leaving you to more important conversations.
Of course. All right. Well, if you need anything, please. I know I might be a councilman, but I'm not untouchable. All right.
The most kind councilman I've ever met. Thank you so much. And she'll go off and try to almost weave through people. Probably not doing it very well, but try to get around and get to Emory.
You probably pass Oliver as Oliver is making his way back to the table.
She'll she's like, I completely embarrassed myself in front of that guy. Absolutely not. No eye contact. Just walk very quickly.
Fantastic.
If I pass you, I will say try to slyly say to you if you need help, please don't hesitate.
You're very busy. No problem.
I got your back.
Please.
And I'll keep on walking.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, great. You Emory, you are doing your job, and out of the corner of your eye, you spot Aeliana swerving, making her way towards you.
she'll come like right up to you and she'll be like, I'm in big trouble and I really don't know what I'm doing and I need your help.
What?
I need
What's
your help.
happening?
I just need a minute. Is there anywhere quiet, please? I just need
I
just need to lay this out. I don't know what to do.
Come on, and I'll grab her hand and take her to like not the kitchen or but like a back room that there's nobody in.
Yeah, of course. There's a
Why is there a turn order up?
there's not. Get that out of
What?
there. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Sorry.
I'm anxious.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay.
Roll for anxiety.
Anxiety.
It's a 7.
Yeah. Actually, funnily enough, you probably like because you have to go through the kitchen to get to the storage room, so you can either take her to the closet or the bathroom.
Closet, because bathroom is like people would probably go in there.
Yeah. Okay. So you see that the patronage or like the people like walking in has kind of died down. Like Lila's not even really like super manning the front desk. So you find a moment to just kind of pull her into the closet.
What's up?
Okay, I'm really sorry, and I just okay. First and foremost, you just can't hate me, okay? Please, there's really no one else that I can trust, and I think this is a bad idea to tell you, but I think I'm out of luck, and I don't know what to do. So please don't hate me.
I could never.
Okay, all right. So, and she'll take a package out of her dress and she'll hold it out. I'm fucked.
Go on.
How much do you know about why I'm supposed to be here? Would Rowina have told?
I'm not supposed to tell you how much I know about you being here.
Okay. I'm not supposed to tell you this, so can we maybe just give one to each other, please?
Yeah, let's just let it out. Just let it out.
Okay.
There.
Yep. I'm supposed to steal this.
Yeah.
I'm also supposed to give it to someone.
You're supposed to give it to... Say it. You got to say the whole thing.
To Aeliana Sildor.
There we go. All right.
Yep.
All right, and
but it wasn't supposed to be me. It was supposed to be my boss, and he had to go. And so I have this, and then I'm supposed to actually get it from my boss before he gives it to Aeliana. But here I am with this, and as I said before, I'm fucked.
This seems different than the plan that I was told.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, fuck.
What do you mean? Wait,
I was wondering. I was like, why am I confused? Did I misinterpret the... Okay.
Is Emory saying any of this?
Emory would be saying that in a way that Emory would be saying that. But
Emory, you were told that Aeliana was supposed to steal a package.
Yeah, but Brack was supposed to give it to... Okay, I'll look at Aeliana and I'll be like,
what?
So kind of from your perspective, Emory, it's like steps 1 through 5 have happened already. And it's like, what are we supposed to do about that kind of thing?
Okay, well, you did it. You just don't give it.
No, but if I don't give this to her, I'm dead. So...
By whose hand? Hers? Ours? I mean...
if I give it to her, you're going to kill me. If I don't give it to her, they're going to kill me. Fuck.
So let's not give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certainly not gonna kill you. Well... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right. Yep, they're strong and very powerful and very scary, and I can't leave Danrek because I have nowhere else to go.
Okay. Let's take a deep breath. You should have just taken that apple whiskey. It's really good. I'm feeling fine. I'm not feeling freaked out at all. I'm not feeling stressed at all.
Okay, well then do you want it?
Okay.
Like, what am I supposed... What?
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, well,
we cut away from this conversation. Danny, are you doing anything different while all of this is happening?
Yeah, so having seen Because I did notice Liana, like, kind of make a beeline for Aeliana.
Yes,
She's
and even though Emory was like quick and quick and with pulling Aeliana away, they weren't like being stealthy about it. So if you were clocking her, you probably saw Emory take Aeliana away.
Well, not only that, I saw Aeliana walk up to Oliver. Oliver follow Rowina.
Yep.
Then Rowina leave. Oliver go find someone else. Was that what happened? Oliver
no. At this point,
yes.
Now
well, no,
the table.
Oliver. I saw Oliver like go lean, and then he was like, "Oh hey, Emory, right?" Like Oliver waved to like Emory for a second.
Oliver
like,
waved
hey,
to literally like no one.
A fake
you don't
person. Just
Great. Saw that, and then I saw Emory take Aeliana into like a closet situation. So
and now at about this time, Oliver, Kitana, and Rowina are all with Councilman Hidara at the table.
Oh my god! All right. I have finished my beer stein of champagne.
Yeah, you have.
I have stolen someone else's drink.
Okay.
Perfect. I don't know what it is. It's fine. But I'm
if you
trying
take
to
a drink that you don't get from the bar, it's always orange sangria.
I'll make it
What
work.
world did you create, sir?
I'll make it work.
Supposed to be serious.
It's like that's the most massively on-hand drink there is.
Oh, this is
What
a nice
happened to
establishment.
grounded?
Just trying to keep in mind. I'm so sorry, Zach. I forgot what her name was. The woman, the monk lady from my.
Yes.
Spoilers. I'm a monk. Sorry.
What?
I know.
Who
Sorry,
is
guys.
she?
Lorekeeper Grin.
Grin. Thank you so much. Yeah, just keeping in mind what Lorekeeper Grin told me about, like, what was it? Doing my job.
Yeah.
And like looking at stuff. So I'm hanging out and surveying. I'm surveying stuff. I'm being good at my job.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely notice that Liana and Drizzik, the docksman, are having a pretty intense conversation at this point. And we cut over to the table of Hidara, Oliver, and then shortly followed by Kitana and Rowina as all four of you kind of sit down. And Hidara says, well, I'm having a great time. I don't know about everyone else.
Oh, yes, it's lovely.
And his place is very impressive.
Did you, figure that out, Oliver?
We're all good.
Good.
I think it's that orange sangria. I don't know, it doesn't agree with me.
Oh, wonderful. Katana, I think that before everyone gets sloshed, maybe we should get into this. And Katana says, oh, okay, I'm kind of nervous. All right, how about I'm going to go upstairs, and then when you announce me, I'll like come down the stairs. It'll be like a grand entrance. And Hidara says, oh, that's perfect. And so Kitana kind of stands up, and she puts a hand on your shoulder, Rowina. I'll see you soon, all right?
All right, and before she walks away, I'm gonna look at her, like squeeze her hands, and just cast a little minor illusion to like really perfect like her hair, her makeup, just like make her look beautiful.
Wonderful. You see that her hair gets a little bit more bounce, her cheeks are a little bit more rosy as she walks up the stairs.
Do I clock the magic?
Are you trying to hide it?
I'm not trying to hide it, but I don't know. Is there a verbal component of my minor illusion?
I think so.
No, there is not.
Oh, it's just somatic?
Yeah. So I don't think that I mean, I guess if you're really paying attention, it might be noticeable because everything like improves, but I'm not dramatically changing.
No, but he does have a passive perception of 16, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to him that he does notice spellcasting. Yeah. If you're not outwardly trying to hide it.
After she leaves, I'll just look at Rowina and magic user.
Did like Hidara like
no judgment.
Are you a magic user?
Yeah.
Hidara says,
I'll kind of look at the councilman.
Are you a magic user?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything? You know that I am.
It hasn't. It's not something you know where I'm from. It's not something you go around telling everybody.
Yeah, right. I
Where are
know.
you from?
Pineville.
Pineville.
Roll an insight check, Rowina.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm not a halfling anymore. That's a natural one.
Damn.
Okay. The councilman stands up. Well, this is exciting, but it's about to get a little bit more exciting. I'm gonna go make the
Good luck.
announcement.
Best of luck.
All right. From inside the closet,
Ah!
Aeliana and Emory, you hear like a ding, 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 and like everybody like being hushed and quieted outside.
Okay. How the fuck did you get this package? What happened?
They're gonna make an announcement. We have to go.
Well, they're paying. Oh,
I told you my boss gave it to me.
you weren't supposed to have it. According to me, you weren't supposed to have it,
Correct. My boss was supposed to have it.
and you were supposed to intercept it.
Correct.
And now you have it.
Already, yes.
So
If I
good,
followed that
perfect.
plan, we'd be in a great spot. But if I'm following the other plan, I'm in a really shitty spot.
So follow the plan where you have the package and you give it to us.
But I don't trust that you will keep me safe.
As you say that, the door opens. Oh, sorry, what are you doing in here? Lila says.
Is it Lila?
Yeah.
She put the pack behind. I couldn't find my cloak.
Oh, are you helping this customer, Emory?
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I know that you have a system, and I'm trying to abide by that system.
Oh, don't
So,
worry. I
yes.
remember. Your cloak is right over here. And she goes and she grabs your cloak and then hands it to you.
Thank you.
Of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Thank you.
That's all.
Yeah, she like she's just like standing there expectantly, like waiting for the two of you to leave, and the two of you walk out. As you walk out, you see that up on the stage where the band is, Councilman Hidara has grabbed a new goblet of wine and is standing up on the stage, and he says, "Everyone, I'd like to have your attention, please. Everyone is in this room, so everyone hears this." And he says, "First of all, I'd like to thank you all for joining this wonderful party. I'm sure you are wondering why I threw it. This is the first time you heard that he is the one that threw the party, Oliver." And he says, "Well, that is because I am here to celebrate a large announcement, one that I think is going to be great for the citizens of Dariak. You see that, roll a perception check, Danny."
Why is it always me?
Because you're watchful.
13.
13. You just see that Liana is watching this very intensely. That's what you see with the 13. She doesn't
gonna
seem
just-
happy.
Just like very subtly move a little bit closer to Liana. Still
Okay.
like at a distance, but just
Yeah, totally.
within about like 20 feet of her. 15, 20 feet.
Totally. As this is happening, the councilman says, "As you all know, there is an open position on the council in which I am a part of. And I am here to announce a candidate for this council position that I believe will be good for not only all of Dariak, but all of us in this room." And he like gives a wink to the room, and there's like some like chuckles and stuff around. And he says, "So I want the woman to be able to speak for herself. You don't need to hear me running and yapping on and on. You do enough." So without further ado, may I announce to you Kitana Goldeye. And you all see him like gesture over to the stairs. There's some clapping. And then I would say Emory and Aeliana, you kind of hear some like thudding and some like and on the stairs, a flash of red movement and green skin just falls down
it.
the stairs, and a bloody katana Goldeye covered in blood lands on the bottom of the steps. There's immediately gasps. The music stops. And then you hear...
I rush over to the body.
As you're rushing over to
I
the
would
body,
rush over as well.
you hear Councilman Hidara choking.
Oh shit.
And you see his face going pale. And with a passive perception of 16, Oliver, your skin the hair on your skin stands up and you get goosebumps. As all of a sudden, lining this room, you notice many dark-clad figures that had not been seen before. Councilman Hidara, while he is choking, starts to choke, and a gash of blood and torn flesh just appears on his throat, almost out of nowhere. And then whoever was invisible behind him becomes visible as a dark-clad figure behind him takes the dagger, pushes him down, and that is where we're going to take a little bio break before we get right into this.
Honestly, fuck off.
I had one friend.
Well, now we're each other's
I
friends.
feel the same way. I had one
luckily-
friend.
Maybe that's why we got it.
Luckily, you already rolled initiative, so we will get right into the combat.
Oh, yeah,
right
we
after
did.
this.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yep.
That wasn't
That's amazing.
real. I faked that.
I did not even.
Oh, I actually rolled.
I took the
I
numbers.
rolled.
I took the numbers at face
Oh,
value.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mine's good.
All right,
Oh my
I will. We'll
God.
see you all in a little bit. We'll be right back.
What?
Cheese.
Hey, we're back. Okay, at the top of the turn order, we've got Sergeant Borman. Sergeant Borman. So Sergeant Borman, who kind of just became a fly on the wall as soon as we entered, he sees his charge get his throat slit, and he is going to sprint and jump up onto this stage. He needs to roll an acrobatics check. Low DC. Made it. And he is going to attempt to attack this assassin who just killed or attacked Councilman Hidara. Okay, so it's a +5 to this. That's a 9. That's gonna miss. He swings his sword, unsheaths his sword, and swings it at this assassin. And the assassin just very slyly just takes one step back, and the sword hits in the ground right where he was standing. That's the end of Sergeant Borman's turn. It is now Darren Riker's turn, who is going to jump over the bar, take out his rapier, acrobatics check to make sure he makes it fine. He does. He is then going to, that was 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run up to this assassin, and he's just going to say, everyone, run to safety! And he's going to attempt to, oh wait, no, not his, he has a battle axe. And so he grabs a battle axe from behind the bar, jumps over the bar, and is going to run and try to attack this assassin that just appears on the side of the wall. A bunch of them do. And he got a 7. So he misses. The assassins seem to just be very ready and quick, and are doing well for themselves. As a matter of fact, at the end of Darren's turn, it is now the lithe assassin's turns. You can see that there's two kinds of assassins here. There's these lithe, sneaky assassins who have just appeared on the edge of the wall. They're in the kind of darker black images over here. And then at the door, guarding the door, are 3 large figures clad in black that seem to be barring the door. People, I don't have tokens for them because it would have been way too cluttered, but almost every empty space here is cluttered with civilians. So the assassins are going to go. The one who is next to Sergeant Borman is going to attack him. It's out of the tray. That's a 5 plus 4. That's a 9. That's going to miss. He's going to swing again. That's a 21. That's going to hit. He does 8 points of piercing damage to Sergeant Borman. Oh, I haven't shown the stream the combat, guys. Sorry. Here we go.
Arnar!
Arnar! So here we go. This is the battle map that we can currently see. Sergeant Borman takes 8 points of piercing damage as a short sword is just thrust right underneath his armor. He screams in pain, but that assassin's going to stay there. The one who's next to Darren is going to attack him. That's a 6. That's going to miss. And then that is an 11. Does that hit him? No, it does not hit him. So Darren's able to just kind of like quickly parry with his battle axe, moving from side to side. Then this one coming down from the stairs, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to step kind of like over Katana's body. He's almost like straggling her body. And he takes out a hand crossbow and he fires it at a random civilian. That civilian is just struck in the chest and falls down to the ground. This assassin up here, he does not see Aeliana and Emory behind him. The closest person he sees is Rowina. He's going to walk up to you. And he is going to... that is a 12 to hit you.
Yeah, I'm pretty squishy.
Pretty squishy. This is going to be 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
He attacks you again. That's an 18 for 6 points of piercing damage. So he comes forward up behind you. You haven't even clocked these guys yet, and behind you, you feel 2 thrusts in your back. One just kind of skating across your ribs, one actually stabbing into your back. As you feel that pain, you turn around and you see that assassin behind you. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to change what I was going to do. I am going to turn around to this guy attacking me. And I am going to basically just punch him in the face, but I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay, roll for an attack.
No, that's a 10.
10, I don't think is going to...
Are they wearing metal armor?
They are not wearing metal armor, no. 10 misses, unfortunately.
Great.
So you like reach back to punch him, and as you're like swinging, not even really meaning to, you swing with your fist and it crackles with lightning energy as you go, and he just kind of dodges backwards for a second, and you scoot right across him, missing him. Is that the end of your turn? Or do you want to use
who
a
is
bonus
this
action?
right here?
That's Lila.
Okay, so I am going to bonus act because that was a cantrip. So I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Nice.
Okay.
To like right here.
Okay, perfect. So probably Aeliana, you would see this spy come up and like stab this green tiefling, and then all of a sudden, come on, what is happening with you? What's happening here? Why can't you just stay on me? Hello? Thank you. You see him stab... Actually, hold on. Fucking... What is happening?
Whoa.
This is like one of those like found footage movies.
Project.
There we go. That's much better.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you see her get stabbed twice, and then in like a swirling mist of green arcane energy, she evaporates and then appears right next to Lila.
Cool.
That is going to be the end of Rowena's turn. Emory, from the kitchen, very surprisingly, the door bursts open, and you see Reyna run into the room, sword out, and she's immediately looking around. She spies Katana, and her eyes go wide, and then she's immediately like looking at what to do next. But that's the end of her turn. Danny, you are up.
I'm like pointing at my.
Okay, yeah, cool, totally fine, awesome.
Oliver, you're on deck, kind of.
I think seeing the guy's throat get slit, I show, oh, fuck! And then I'm gonna... Alright, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and run 5, 10, 15, 20...
Yeah, low DC acrobatics check to make sure you can jump up there. Because it is a little raised.
Actually, you know what? If I just do... So I went, what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can run up the stairs.
Nice. I have a movement speed of 45.
Yeah.
And then just attack this guy, get advantage?
Yes, you do get advantage. Also, how do you have a speed of 45? Just want to make sure. Monk is armor at 3rd level. It should be plus 10. What's giving you the extra plus 5? A Genasi?
Air Genasi get
Boom.
plus 5 feet
Cool.
of movement.
Cool. There you go. That's how it works. Also, letting the viewers know.
Yeah.
Hey, stats.
Natural 20 on the first one.
Nice.
So that's it's 4 plus 1, so 5 and so 10.
10. Hold on. I need to.
Because I have the my item. I have the wraps of unarmed something. Wraps of unarmed prowess, so I get a +1 to my both attack roll and for damage. So yeah,
Give me just a second.
No, you're good.
So how much total? 10.
10.
Perfect.
Nice.
And then these guys have how much?
10 bludgeoning.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you hit him. He immediately just kind of like, right in the back. You clock him. You know you caused a good amount of pain. He's still standing though.
Yep. And then do I want to do this? Yeah, you know what? We're having fun here. I'm going to spend a key point and do Hand of Harm.
Okay.
So I'm going to do an extra. That's 3 plus 4. Yeah. So that's an additional 7 necrotic.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
And I mean that's it. And then I'm gonna do for my bonus action, gonna do another attack.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll get to that Hand of Harm here in just a second.
Great. So, does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Plus 8 more bludgeoning damage.
8 more bludgeoning damage. All right. Yeah, this guy's
Actually, excuse me, 9 bludgeoning.
Okay, yeah, this guy's looking real hurt. So you go up and you just like go to punch him twice. As you punch him that first time, you slam your head into the hand into the back of his head, and his hood kind of falls to the side, leaving just like this matty black hair that you see. And you see him kind of like reach back and grab his head, and as he does that, from like underneath his hand where you grab it, you see like where his skin is become pale, and like veins kind of like protrude and like blacken as he receives that necrotic damage. And I would say for a second you're thrown off by that. You're not exactly sure how that just happened. Maybe too quick in the moment to like clock that was specifically you. It's like, oh man, hitting this guy on the back of the head is like a weak spot or something, you know, but it's like, it was definitely weird. Hey, you know what else is weird? That you keep blurring me. Anyway, that's the end of Danny's turn. It is now Drizzik's turn, who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 dash to the front door and stand in front of those thugs, and that is going to be into his turn. Oliver, you're up. Aeliana, you're on deck.
Did I clock the thing about necrotic damage? Or no?
From Danny?
Yes.
I would say, yeah, you're looking at Hidara, but no, I would say that you had to be pretty close to him to clock that.
Okay. And then, just so I can be clear about casting multiple spells, I can cast a bonus action spell and then an action cantrip?
Correct.
Okay. I will go and run up to the dude. Let's make sure I'm with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. I'll go and run up to the 3 people at the door since they're blocking people from leaving. I will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I'll put it like right here.
Okay.
It's a big old hammer. It just appears.
Hammer time.
I will Swing. That is another natural one. My second for the session.
Oh, shit.
I wish I was
Making you make up for
I'm-
campaign 2.
I'm really. And then as an action, I will cast. Kind of standing where I want it to stand, but that's fine. I'll get 2 of them. I'll cast Word of Radiance, and people within 5 feet of me, not people, the enemies, so I can choose. I need to make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay. That is a natural 19 for one of them, and then a natural 1 for the other, so one of them fails.
That'll be 5 points of radiant damage to the one that failed.
Okay, perfect. So how do you cast spiritual weapon? What does that look like for you?
As I'm running up, I will, because I have my holy symbol, the symbol of Brarden, which is a hammer and a chisel on the front of my shield. And as I'm running up to him, I'm just taking my warhammer and banging it against my shield as then it apparates behind
Yes,
him.
a shining hammer appears. The thug looks at it, and he goes to swing, and he dodges last second and lands right above his head. But then you, what word do you shout with your Word of Radiance?
Oh God.
Or is it just kind of some kind of just ancient
Yeah, it's just kind of I speak infernal, so I'll just say Brarden be praised in infernal.
Yeah,
and
the two who are next to you look at you, and you see one kind of his eyes go wide underneath his mask, and he gets a little scared and kind of flinches a little bit. You know, you're causing him that damage. All right, perfect. That is the end of Oliver's turn. Aeliana, you're up.
Oh, geez. So the door is covered with bad guys.
Currently, yes.
So yeah, there's no clear exit that I can see right now.
That you can
correct?
see, no, but you also know that Reyna wasn't in this establishment and then came in through the kitchen. You can maybe guess that there might be an exit through there.
Cool. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and run. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I'm gonna run. Okay, but how many? There's a lot of civilians, right?
There's a lot of civilians, and it seems that some of these assassins are just attacking them.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, on my way there, maybe I'll try to be a hero for a minute. She, I don't think, would have brought her rapier, so she has a dagger on her, and she will pull that out and try to make an attack. That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that is then going. It's stuck. Come on. Okay.
There's a few NPCs that are going to be happening, and then you, Emory.
A hot 5.
Hot 5. Okay, better than
5
nothing.
damage as she's because this is into the back of the person.
Yeah, he's facing the other way, so you kind of run by, slice across his back. He flinches from the pain, turns in your direction. What do you do?
I think then that is it for now.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else.
All right, you bardic inspiration or anything? Just checking. Just checking.
Oh yeah, bonus action. Okay, that doesn't. Yes. I will then. Well, not yet, because I don't know how.
Yeah.
I haven't decided how to do that yet.
I totally understand. Yeah. Okay, so it is now the 3 of the doors' turn. Oliver, these two right here at the door, flank you. And you notice that they...
You can't use flanking.
You notice that they step out of the way for Drizzt, and he walks out of the room calmly.
Oh.
And then they both flank you. This one is going to
run up... I thought I had another friend.
This one is going to run up and attack a random civilian, just taking out their a big club and clobbering them in the head, just immediately knocking them unconscious. The two who are attacking you, though... it's an advantage. An 18 to hit.
Miss.
Nice.
An AC of 19.
Okay, so the first one misses both attacks. The second one That is a 22 and a 14. So just one is gonna hit, and does 7 points of bludgeoning damage as they just both start swinging at you, and you pretty adeptly like block 2, parry 1. Your spiritual weapon even gets involved and like blocks 1, but it's just you're getting attacked by 2 guys, 4 attacks at a time. One of them just sneaks in, clocks you right across the jaw, just smacking you. Immediately, like just that's gonna bruise, and that is gonna be the end of their turn.
Would you have to make a roll for is spiritual weapon concentration?
Not concentration.
Spiritual weapon is very cool. It's not concentration.
Nice.
Henry is going to spend his turn sprinting into the back, and he is going to, as he does so, he's going to say, "There's an exit in the back. Follow me!" And he's going to say that to the civilians as he runs. Following him is going to be Evelyn. She's going to use her action to dash, and she's going to run out the back. Rowina, I would say you notice that Evelyn runs. She seems almost more annoyed than angry as she runs out of this building. And Emory, it is now your turn.
I would panic that Aeliana ran, and I would follow her, and I would say, "Sparrow, no!" And I would run up to her, and Emory has his daggers, like, in 2 sheaths at, like, his middle back, or, like, his low back, so that he can just, like, put them out.
Perfect.
So he'll take the plain dagger, and come up to this guy here who is with Aeliana, and make a attack.
All right.
Damn it.
What is it?
It's an 8.
Nate's gonna miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then,
You do have 2 daggers if you want to use a bonus action to make a second attack. If you don't have 2 of them fighting, you just won't be able to add your proficiency bonus, but...
can I just use the same dagger?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that. It's fine. Mechanically, it's the same thing.
Okay, that's better. So then bonus action would be...
Sorry, you do get to add your proficiency bonus to the attack. You don't get to add your modifier to the damage, is what it is.
Yeah. And I can't do sneak attack.
And, no, you still could.
Even with the bonus action?
Mm-hmm. It's just
Nice.
your 1 attack per turn.
Okay. So that
You just
would
don't get to
be
add your
a-
damage modifier. So it'll be
23,
basically just a d4 and 2d6.
Yeah. So it's a 23 to...
That'll definitely hit, yeah.
So then,
This guy's already been a
It'll
little
be-
hurt by
3 plus 5, so 8 points of
8. Nice.
piercing damage. I would like to think that the first one I missed because I was trying to slash, but was ultimately trying to get Aeliana out of the way.
Yeah.
And then the second one hits because I'm focused.
Yeah, for sure. You see that this guy is very dexterous, just like you. And you go and you kind of like slash, but also kind of like put your shoulder into Aeliana to kind of like get her moving a little bit. And then you just go for a straight thrust a second time, and you're able to stab into him. He looks like you've caught his attention for sure. That was your action. Bonus action. You can use a little bit of movement left. Is that the end of your turn?
Nope, I want to stay next to Aeliana.
All right, Lila, it's her turn. She is just going to... I mean, she seems very panicked and is just going to kind of back up to this, like, corner. There's assassins everywhere. They're blocking the exits. She's just going to kind of back up. That's the end of her turn. It is now Vox and Liana's turn. 15, 20, 25, 30... Vox and Liana start to head to the front door. Oliver, for any reason, would you take an opportunity attack on either of them?
They're just nonchalantly walking away.
Mm-hmm. You're surrounded by 2 guys.
Can an opportunity attack
An opportunity attack what?
be to like grab him, be like, "Where are you going?"
Do you think Oliver would just stop a random civilian walking out of here?
He's preoccupied. He wouldn't stop him. He definitely clocks him.
But I will say, I will let you clock the fact that these spies or assassins or whatever they are do not do anything to stop Liana and Vox as they both walk out of this establishment. But I will say, Aeliana, even across this battle, you see that Liana gives you one last look and makes eye contact with you, and then walks out of this room. And Drizzt, Vox, and Liana are out of sight. You do not see them anymore.
I do think that she would try to give an attempt at, like, I'm trying my best.
Roll
She's
a,
not see that I'm busy.
Roll a...
Shoulder shrug.
I'm going to let you decide whether this would be a persuasion or deception check. I'll trust you. I'll trust your roll.
I mean, I think it's definitely deception. She's not. She's not telling the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a 16 plus 7.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah.
Noted.
23.
Ours, man.
At the end of your turn, it is now Chuck's turn at the kitchen, who's just going to run outside with everybody else. It is now back to the top of the turn order with Sergeant Borman, who's going to attack this spy at advantage with Danrek. That is a 4. I'm not using this die anymore. Okay, so that die is out of there. Sergeant Borman loses.
He loses.
Emily's like, I'm going to have to find that die later.
Why does she have to find it?
No, because she just, like, she always does. She's the one that finds them. I always just, like, throw them, and she's like, hey. Okay, at the end of his turn, it is now Darren's turn, who's going to attack the guy who's in front of him again. That's a natural 20.
Baby.
So that he has a battle axe. He's going to use... That's a... 2 plus 12 is 14 points of damage.
Damn.
On this guy. He hadn't been hurt yet, but that's a good amount of damage. So immediately he, like, slashes into him. The cut cuts into the leather armor, and dark blood immediately starts pouring over this black armor. That is the end of Darren's turn. It is now the assassin's turns. The one that's next to you, Danrek, is going to take one swipe at Sergeant Borman. That's going to hit. That's max damage. 8 points of piercing damage. You see him basically just, like, grab Sergeant Borman and thrust his short sword into him. And Sergeant Borman... and he falls to the ground.
He's a sergeant?
He is then going to... Most of the people in this world are normal people. He is then going to just turn around and attack you. That is a... probably not going to hit. That's a 15.
Misses.
So he, like, almost like pulling the sword out of Sergeant Borman continues that, like, momentum spinning towards you, and you're able to just, like, almost like Matrix underneath the short sword as he just, like, flies right above you. Going pretty far back, actually, that training of yours coming into play. The one who is fighting Darren is going to attack him. That's a dirty 20, and that's a 5. So the dirty 20 is going to hit. That is 6 points of piercing damage. That's the first time Darren's been hit, but he now gets a slice across the stomach. Darren screams out in pain. The one who is next to you, Aeliana, is going to ignore you but attack Emory as the person who's visibly done the most damage recently. That is a 13 to hit. I think that's going to miss.
Does not hit.
And then that is a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
That reaction.
Yes, what is your reaction?
Okay. Oh, wait.
You have a reaction.
You can do a reaction if you
No.
want.
I thought I did. I don't know this character yet.
Let me save you!
Rogues have so many things they can do to get out of things, so I had to see, but you're good. Save me,
that's
yes.
true. I could hold it off if you
No,
want
save
to do
me.
something.
I don't.
No, save me. So she sees that the first one misses, and seeing that the second one is going to hit, she is going to reach up to her hair and pull out what previously looked like maybe an ornament or some kind of, like, you know, stick thing holding up part of it. And it is a glass paintbrush, and she is going to, like, instinctively whip it at the individual's face.
Amazing.
And I will add... Oh, geez, let me read my notes. Add my bardic inspiration. Subtract my bardic inspiration die from the roll.
Okay, roll.
So that is what die? This is my first time playing a bard.
D6.
D6.
Just like ask Eric.
6!
Yeah.
6. Okay, so that's going to be a 10. That's going to miss. What color reaches out and wraps itself around the eyes of the spy?
Inky black, thick ichor like substance.
So you see Aeliana swish this paintbrush towards the spy instinctually, and almost like extending as if it was a whip from out of this paintbrush. The like inky black, it just looks like paint, but midair swarms around the face of the spy, causing him to like swing wildly before it kind of dissipates and appears right back in, and like kind of retracts back into the paintbrush.
And she immediately quickly twists, puts it back in as if it didn't even.
Okay, perfect. That is the end of that one's turn. This guy is going to jump up on this desk. He's going to load another crossbow bolt, shoot a random civilian with it who's trying to run away. He is then going to jump down from the desk and attack you, Rowina, with a short sword slash. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage as he jumps down and just kind of stabs towards you, kind of coming beneath your cloak. He cuts down yet again, kind of skating your ribs. Your left side is now covered in like 3 gashes.
Yeah.
You're not looking great there.
Nope.
That is the end of his turn, though, and it is now your turn.
Well, he got close to me, and now I need to rethink what I was about to do.
Danny will be on deck soon after Raina.
Yep.
I would, similarly to how I don't know, this is a bad way to do this. I would, in the same way that I tried to attack the other guy, cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And Rowina's definitely having a little bit of like, the last time she had to defend herself with her magic was a traumatic experience.
Of course. Yeah.
So there's some like very pure like rage and fear going on. And she gets a 12 to hit.
12 hits these guys.
Oh, thank God.
Level 3!
So that is going to do 8 points, max damage of lightning damage.
Nice.
And he can't take a reaction until the end of his next turn. So then what I'm then going to do is take some steps back, because I can do that, right?
Of course, yeah.
And I'm going to quicken spell.
Yes.
And I'm going to cast a chromatic orb of fire at that same guy.
Do it.
Sweet.
Nice. Very good.
Perfect.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Way to sorcerer.
Yeah, way to sorcerer for sure.
8 plus 6 is 14 points of fire damage.
Woo-wee! So, Rowina, this guy jumps down. And honestly, as he like jumps down off the desks and stabs into you, all of a sudden you are on your back crawling in an alleyway with 2 figures hulking over you, and just prodding at you and kicking at you. And you feel rage and power forming in your heart, and you unleash, and as you do, your eyes open and you come to and you clock him with a shocking grasp, sending him flying. You kind of like you run away, almost backing up really, and you feel that same rage, and you remember the fire that you released at those 2 in Pakra, and you release this fire and it slams into him. Gah! And he starts like screaming as like the fire singes him, catching some of his clothes on fire. He is still standing, but he looks very hurt. That is the end of your turn. It is now Raina's turn, who is going to run up here and is going to flank this assassin with Emory, and is going to get an 18 to hit.
Yes, mother. Mom.
That is 8 plus 4 is 12 points of damage to this guy.
Damn.
And he was already pretty hurt by Emory. So you see him, you see her slide up, take out her sword, and just cleave like 5 inches into his waist with her sword. Just, and he immediately, and just kind of like falls over to the ground. He is definitely down for the count. Reyna looks at the two of you and she says, Alistair's out back. Go out back. And she is going to just start to like move to try to help somebody else. That is the end of her turn. Danny, you are up. Oliver, you're on deck.
Okay. This gold-robed fella.
Yeah.
Is he like dead?
He looks dead. Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm not
that changes.
dead.
That changes. Well, that changes things. Oh damn! I don't get advantage anymore.
You do not.
Damn it, dude!
The guy in front of I mean, he like those were 2 just like wild swings. He's looking incredibly hurt. He has 1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
Bloodied.
I'll make my first attack at least. 16.
16, you just like, he swings back after pulling out of Sergeant Borman, you duck underneath it, and then like as he continues his momentum, he's just like open for you, and you just uppercut him right in the face, and he just immediately just like a boxer in a ring, freezes up and just falls down.
Yeah, I think I do like an uppercut, and it like under the chin, and his like skull for just a minute like dislocates.
Oh yeah,
then, like,
for sure. Yeah, we zoom in and we see an X-ray of his skull.
Yes, yeah.
Shatters. Yeah, and then he's down for the count. You have your bonus action and full movement left.
Sure do. Can I get over there?
Oh, so you have 1,000,000 feet of
45. Actually, yeah, I can just do 5.
Yeah, I just mapped it out myself. I see. Yeah, you're going over there to
50,
Oliver. You got
20,
it.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah. And then attack this fella with my...
At advantage. Go ahead.
Actually, you know, I was planning on doing this anyway. I'm going to do spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Nice. 2 attacks at advantage.
Oh god, thank God I had advantage. First one, much better. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And then I'm just going to do the...
Yeah, just roll for the second attack too.
That's a 16 again.
Yep, both hit. Roll for damage. He's immune to all damage. No, I'm just kidding.
It's fine. So total, it's 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Total.
You notice that this guy hasn't taken any damage yet, and he is a bit beefier than the other guy that you just knocked out. But you immediately just kind of like, you're training, you hit him right in the kidney with 1. And then as he kind of like leans back, you hit him in the other kidney with the other, just 2 kidney punches right in a row. Definitely causing him a significant amount of damage. He just kind of growls. You said 17 total, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
And over his, as he like goes down over his shoulder, I'll just like look at Oliver. Nice hammer.
nice fists.
And as he says that, it is your turn, Oliver. What do you do?
Let's see. How hurt is that guy looking? Does he look like bloodied? Or
He's the most hurt out of all the 3 people next to you, I'll say.
Okay.
Bloodied is technically a quarter health, right?
I think less than half, maybe?
I always thought it was less than half, but I think technically it's quartered. So I will say he looks bloodied. It's not quarter health, but I'm going to make it half. He looks bloodied. He's less than half.
I will, first of all, move my spiritual weapon like right here. It's up
Okay, yeah, that's going to give you advantage on the attack.
So I'll attack with the spiritual weapon to the guy to the left of the spiritual weapon.
For some reason, it's not letting me move it, but we know where it is.
That is 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
Sick.
This guy is the one that you hurt with your Word of Radiance.
It's 8 plus my wisdom, so that's 12 points of radiant damage.
Dope, yeah. Oliver, you kind of see this like floating spectral hammer like move a little bit and just quickly swing and slam into the back of this guy.
And then I will, the guy between me and Danny, I'll grab him by the throat and just kind of bring him towards me and just go, "You fucked up." And I'm gonna cast inflict wounds.
Yeah, you are at advantage too. Aeliana, you're on deck.
26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's a hit, so that's 3d10
Woo!
necrotic damage. That's 2 9s and a 1, so that's 19 points of necrotic damage.
I mean,
Oh my
with
God.
so much damage, I gotta ask you how you want to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, with inflict wounds, just like drain the life from him as he just like falls as a
For sure. You
corpse.
see this like big dude who you've been fighting, Danny, all of a sudden just kind of like shrink and fall to his knees, like not shrink, like, but you notice him just like wither almost and fall to his knees. And what you're looking at is, I mean, you have not used your magic in this intense of a way, I would
No.
say, and so you feel this happen to you almost on instinct, and you see this man just age about 30 years in a matter of seconds. His skin becomes dry and withered, and he kind of like reaches out to you, croaking before his eyes roll in the back of his head, and he falls down dead.
just kind of like toss his body to the side. And I will move right here.
Perfect. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
That's the end of Oliver's
Nice
turn.
meeting you.
Aeliana, you're up.
I was told to leave, so I think I'm gonna leave. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, do what you would do.
Unless, like, do I get a sense from Emory? Is Emory gonna go help
I'll
further?
let Angie answer that.
No, I'd leave.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I do
think
what
I
Rowina
will
says.
go ahead. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. I guess 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to action
Following
dash?
instructions. I would wait. Again, I'm gonna hover. I'm waiting till I make sure that I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, of course.
It's not very confident.
That is the end of Aeliana's turn. It is now these guys' turns. They just saw these bigger assassins. They just saw one of theirs get like completely demolished. They're gonna flank you again and take 4 attacks on you at advantage. Come on now. That is 15. That's an 8. That's a 10. That's a dirty 20. That'll only hit. So 1 attack hit so far. That's a 19. That'll hit. And that is a... oh, wait, no, I rolled 3 times, actually. So that one doesn't work. So just another... just 2 hit. So this is going to be... low damage. 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you as just like one clocks you right in your knee, kind of causing you to kind of like buckle for a second, and the other one doesn't like swing at you, just kind of like thrusts with his club and just kind of like knocks the wind out of you for a second. That is going to be the end of their turn. Henry is going to sprint out this door. Aeliana, when he sprints out the door, you see standing outside directing people a man that you have seen once before. You see a red dragonborn, Alistair Talon. You see him out there kind of directing people away, and you see that he is standing over an open sewer grate. That is what you see as he runs away. Then Evelyn is going to almost calmly walk out now that she's in the kitchen, and you see her disappear in a puff of red smoke. And that is the end of Evelyn's turn.
Okay.
Emory, it is now your turn.
I do what Rowina says, and I will make it into the kitchen, seeing that Aeliana has stopped. I would grab her hand if I can and say, "Come on, let's go," and continue to go.
Yeah. I mean,
if you think I can keep going, I mean, I didn't do anything else I could move with. as
Yeah,
long as
sure.
we're
We'll allow
moving
you.
together.
Yeah, I mean, you're.
I mean,
it's
if
not like you're doing anything combat
I
wise.
can like action dash with her if she wants.
No, it's, you. Yeah, you
I'll
guys.
follow.
You guys
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
outside.
But yeah, if you're cool with that, yeah, I would get all the way.
We can
outside
say you
and
held the
yell at her.
action of dash mechanically.
Yeah.
To give
There you
that,
go.
To give that something.
And then I would see Alistair and look at him and Aeliana, you would hear this, I would say, "What the fuck just happened?" As
We're-
I go,
We're getting out of here. And he points down to the sewer drain.
and then I'll, go
Okay.
towards the sewer drain.
You start to head towards there. That is the end of your turn. Lila, now seeing a bit of an opening, is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's just going to sprint towards the kitchen. That is the end of Lila's turn. Chuck is gone. He's ran away. He didn't go down in the sewer drain. He's just run. Sergeant Borman is no longer the initiative order. It is now Darren's turn, who's going to swing at this assassin again. That's an 18. It's going to hit. And he deals 13 points of damage. Darren takes on this assassin by himself, and he cleaves into the collarbone of this assassin, causing him to buckle to his knees and fall down. He's gone. He's a goner. He is then going to use the rest of his movement to start to move towards the kitchen and out of this place. That is the end of his turn. It is now only one assassin's left. It is his turn. He is looking really hurt and really pissed. But he doesn't want to really get close to you. So I actually think what he's going to do is he's going to jump back here, fire a hand crossbow bolt at you, Rowina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
This is going to be,
What are you at right now?
6.
that is 4 points of piercing damage to you, as there is now a crossbow bolt sticking out of your shoulder, as it slams into you with a sickening, and then he is then going to duck behind the desk, using his bonus action to hide. That is the end of his turn. It is now your turn, Rowina.
I am going to throw another chromatic orb of fire, like right at the desk in front of him, hoping to at least like catch the desk on fire and fuck him up a little bit that way.
Sure, yeah.
That's gonna be
You can certainly try.
an 11 to hit.
It just kind of like goes above the desk and like hits the wall in the back.
Great. Then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Goes right here. And get almost out.
All right. That's the end of your turn. It's now Raina's turn, who's going to run up here to help Oliver.
Thank God.
She's going to roll for an attack here at advantage. That is a 22 to hit. Oh, gosh. Damn it. Okay, well, that dice is gone. That is 1. How hurt is this guy? He's at... okay, so she deals... she deals 5 points of damage to him. She is then going to use a superiority die to make him roll a strength saving throw, which he fails. She, like, comes up behind this guy, swings her sword, clipping him in the ankle and kind of, like, flipping him, and he lands prone in front of you, Oliver. She's then going to look at Oliver and then look over at you, Danny. And she's going to say, we got to finish these guys off. You have to come with me. You've been seen. You need to come with me. And she is fighting, continuing to fight. That is the end of her turn. Danny, you're up. Oliver, you're on deck.
Oh, man. Man, this is so much pressure. I'm still going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy's prone, you said?
He is, yes.
So would I get advantage on my first
yes.
attack against him?
Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure. He's also looking kind of hurt, too.
Yeah. 18.
18 hits.
Okay. 7 points of bludgeoning.
7 points of bludgeoning. He's looking very hurt, but he is still alive as you just kind of like kick down at him.
Fuck. Okay. God damn it! I really don't want to. Oh, shit.
You can use an unarmed strike without using anything.
No, I know, but he's really. Oliver's not looking good. Yeah, I mean, sure, fuck it, whatever. I'll use my last key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay. I would say, just as the DM, I would attempt to just use one.
Well, I have I'm not doing what I'm not using both attacks.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, understood.
So I am gonna make one attack on this guy at advantage.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a natural 19 on the die. Yeah. 19 plus 7.
Yeah,
so,
that hits. What's the damage?
5.
5 is what you need.
Thank
So you just
God.
kind of like kick out, slamming into this guy's jaw. His jaw dislocates and he just like goes unconscious.
Awesome. And then kind of instinctively, I'm going to just reach out to Oliver, hold out my hand, and go like, we got to go, man. And I'm going to cast Hand of Healing.
Okay.
And so he's going to get 4, 5, 6, 7 points of healing back to you.
Well, I'm good now. We don't have to go.
Okay, so as you reach out and, you know, your intention, I would say in this moment is just like kind of a friendly
grab him
pat,
and-
like we got to go.
Grab him and go.
And when you do that, you sorry, I just want to make sure I'm seeing something. Okay, cool. And then you, as you reach out and you touch him, you hear in the back of your mind a crack of thunder. And it is a noise that is all too familiar to you, and yet incredibly foreign as of late. And an energy escapes from you, from within yourself. And it is a similar feeling, one that you have not felt in some time, as you see the bruise across, or like almost already forming on Oliver's face. You see it like darken and purple and like blue, like bruises do, and then already start to go into like the yellow red area of a bruise.
Come on, man, we gotta go.
That is the end of Danny's turn. Oliver,
Well,
you're
I
up.
still got, because I moved
yeah, you have movement, yeah.
5, 10, so I moved 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Okay, perfect. That is the end of Danny's turn. Oliver, you're up.
Attack
Aeliana,
of
you're on deck.
opportunity. Attack of opportunity from the guy.
Oh yeah, he would get an attack of opportunity on you. Come on, stop.
Not to yuck your yum. but-
Stop it.
No, you're totally
That is it is gonna hit though too. It's a dirty 20.
Yeah,
So
for
as
sure.
you walk away, it's only 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he just kind of swings
good.
at you.
Worth
I'll say
it.
with like 3 points of bludgeoning damage, you like feel it coming and just kind of like quicken your step a little bit, and it just kind of like grazes across your shoulder blade. Like definitely an uncomfortable, hurtful feeling, but nothing bad. Now it's your turn,
fine.
Oliver. Aeliana, you're on deck, quote unquote.
I'll just look back at Danrek and just be like, there's two people left. How
Lady
is that
told
guy
us
next
to
me?
leave.
How is that guy next to me? Is he looking bloodied or is he still looking fine? He hasn't taken too much damage. I feel.
This guy has taken no damage.
All right. I will.
I will say your spiritual weapon can take advantage of advantage, and you can also get advantage from it.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, I will attack him with the spiritual weapon first.
Okay.
Bonus action. That is 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is a 10 points
Ooh.
of radiant damage.
You almost hear, like, Danny, as you're running away, like the sound of like a loud piercing noise of like a hammer hitting an anvil, like a ting, as you just hear as this hammer slams into the back of this guy. That's your spiritual weapon. What do you do with your action?
Want to do another inflict wounds, or want to do something different? I'll do another inflict wounds.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of try to grab the top of his head.
Yeah, roll for attack at
and
advantage.
Do inflict wounds. It's gonna be a dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
3d10 of necrotic damage.
You could do it.
No, probably not. I have 2 1s and a 5, so 7. Do I add anything?
No, I don't think you do.
3d10, no. Yeah, so 7.
Okay, so 7. He's looking pretty hurt, but he is still standing. You see, instead of the withering away, similar to what I described to Danny earlier, you see his veins start to blacken and protrude as this like sickness within him takes over him for a moment. Is that the end of your turn?
Move right there.
All right, move right there. That is the end of your turn. Aeliana, Emory doesn't have the movement right now this second, but Alistair is pointing into the sewer.
Are there still people coming out? Like civilians are coming
Some, yeah.
through?
Mm-hmm.
She would wait.
Just make sure that they get away.
Sure people get out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think she's gonna just post up here and turn away from the sewer. She's gonna post up and like make sure that people are getting out.
All right. That is the end of your turn. This assassin who you just hit with this inflict wounds is going to come up to you and attack you at advantage with his friend there. God. Fuck off. That was a 3 and a 9. So neither of those hit. Oh wait, no, that was the advantage. So one attack misses. That's a 12 plus. That's a 16. So no, 16 is the highest one I got. So all of those are going to miss. That's the end of his turn. Henry is going to look at you, Emory, and he's kind of like confused, and he's going to like turn to run away, and he's going to say, "Are you all right?
Yeah.
Be safe." And he just turns and runs.
Bye.
That's the end of his turn. Emory, it's now your turn.
Shouldn't have taken this fucking shift. I will start down the sewer, see that Aeliana is waiting, and say, "What are you doing? Come on."
Can I hand him the package?
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
I think instinctually I would take it
Yeah.
and then realize that I took it and be like, "No, this is yours. You have to. It has to be you."
She takes it back. Stop. I need to wait. I have to do something good here.
Fuck. And I'll climb back up and
Okay. Now you're waiting too.
help people get, yeah.
All right.
I'm like
perfect.
directing them down, like go that way, that way's shitty,
would-
don't go that
if
way,
any-
go that way.
If anybody that I knew was, like, if I was waiting for Rowina or if anybody was, a part of us, I would, like, point them in the sewer, but everybody else I would, like, send away.
Yeah, so you see Lila and Darren both run out next.
Yeah.
And they're in such a rush that they don't even really notice that you're standing next to an open sewer. And they're just like, Lila's like, "Are you okay? Emory, we get to safety, okay?" And Darren is like protecting Lila, and Darren like rushes Lila away, and the two of them are gone.
Not coming in tomorrow.
you don't get a reaction from that. I will say you start to hear the like whistles of the gold hoods coming this way, and knowing what you know about the seal doors, that's not great.
Okay, fine. I'll go back in.
Well, you already used your turn.
I didn't use my movement.
I know, but you didn't say you were holding it either. This didn't happen on your turn. The whistles that you're hearing didn't happen on your turn.
I thought it was my turn.
Lila and Darren's turns just
Lila
went.
and
They just
Darren's
ran
turn.
away.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we'd moved on. My bad.
Next
No
turn.
worries.
Sorry, I just want to be helpful. Just give
It's
me
now
one.
the assassin's turn, who is going to attack Oliver at advantage.
Bring it.
That is a 17, which misses.
Miss.
And that's a 21.
Miss.
What?
Not hit.
Oh, I was like, what? 4 points of piercing damage. As he just kind of like stabs in a place
You're
where your
good.
armor meets. Not really stabbing into you, but like slicing across one of your ribs, maybe. That is the end of his turn. It's now Rowina's turn.
Rowina's at 2 hit points, so she's gonna GTFO.
Yeah, for sure.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I mean, she would go all the way
Like
down.
a cantrip to help the boy out or everything. It's fine.
So you come outside.
You could just leave all of it.
You see.
Yeah, surrounded.
You see
I'm at
dragon.
2 hit points, man.
You see it-
Disengage and run.
You see a red dragonborn man standing over an open sewer grate, and you see Aeliana, who you didn't meet, and Emory, who you don't know, both standing there as well.
I still have like, I think 15 or 20 feet I could use. Can I just keep going?
Yeah. Which way do you go?
Aren't people going down the sewer grate?
Other people are just leaving.
Oh. Okay, I actually think, let me go back a little bit. I mean, I'm so hurt. I think I would come out here and like literally like lean against the wall and like take a second.
Totally. So you guys see this happening. That's the end of your turn, Rowina.
Yeah.
It's now Raina's turn, who's going to come up here, flank this guy, rinse, wash, repeat, at advantage. Ooh, that was bad. That was worse. But let me see here. 6 plus 5 is 11. What is their AC? A thug's AC is 11. So she deals... Yeah, she's going to use a superiority die to make a feigning attack, adding a superiority die to this damage. She needs a 3 or above, and that's a 5. You see her just come up, and as this thug is looking at you, from out of his chest, a sword just pierces through, and he just screams. You're spattered in a little bit of blood, and she pulls it out, and then she looks, and then she hears the whistles. You've been seen fighting the seal doors. You have to come with me. And then she's going to like just kind of skirt around to here, because she can the rest of her movement. That's the end of her turn. Danny, you're up.
Man! 5, 10, 15, 20. You said this guy was...
Sorry, yeah, this
he's
guy's
dead, right?
He's dead.
25, 30, 35. I'm gonna hop up on that table.
Yeah, low DC acrobatics check. Go ahead and make that, though.
Alright. 24.
24, perfect. Go ahead. And I'm going to say this guy's literally completely surrounded. Go ahead and make these attacks at advantage.
Okay. First attack. Yeah, I mean, 26.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll for the second one.
That's good. 11.
11 just hits these guys, so go ahead and roll damage for both.
Max damage on both hits.
Nice.
So 18 total.
Okay. So with a total of 18, I mean, he's the last enemy. How do you want to do this, Michael?
I'm just gonna do like as I hop up, I'm gonna like raise my leg and just do a quick like pop pop like kick him once
like...
and then like yeah. Just do like a quick little
a little kung fu, just like all right.
And go, dude, stop.
That guy just like on that second kick, his neck just like turns a little bit too far, and he falls down to the ground. And with that, we are for now outside of combat. So as this scene kind of dies down for a second, Reyna looks like she kind of like, and then she looks at the two of you. Please, you must trust me. Liana Sealdor just saw you fight people who she sent here. We need to leave.
Lead the way.
Yeah, okay.
And she takes you guys outside. More civilians start exiting through the outside. You guys are immediately back into the rainy night. And you see Reyna come crashing out, and you see that with her is Oliver and Danny. She looks over at Rowina, and she kind of bends down. Are you all right?
I've certainly been better.
Right. She kind of like gently presses around where the crossbow bolt is, and she goes, I know that this isn't no, you need to leave this in here for now.
Great. Where are we going?
You need to come with us.
I can get rid of that.
Are you a healer?
I'll walk over and cast Cure Wounds as I pull out the crossbow.
He pulls out the crossbow bolt, and you feel like a ripping of your skin as he does it. It definitely causes you a bit of pain.
That you get back is just a D8. No, D8 plus. So 10 points of heat.
But as he does that, you see the gash immediately start to pour blood, and then it coagulates, and then scabs, and then immediately becomes kind of like a pretty recent scar, as if it happened yesterday, maybe. This little gash in your shoulder. She's getting our dog. But she says, good, all of you, please. And you all, I'm assuming everybody jumps into the sewer, right?
Yep.
So, the
Ninja Turtles?
Is there pizza?
So, the pleasurable aromatics and vibrant, playful colors of the Velvet Pillow are a stark contrast to the place that you now find yourselves. Your nostrils fill with the stench of waste and sewage as the dull, moldy glow of green envelops you. You are now in the sewers beneath Danrek, and you splash into the bottom, and you hear the whistles and the thudding of footsteps as gold cloaks approach. Alistair waits for everybody to get under the sewer grate and then closes it, and he kind of leans down. I see you all there. And you see him kind of look up, and he starts to bounce back and forth, and he seems to be waiting for something. And then you hear the back door burst open, and you hear "Stop right there" from some gold hoods. And he, not looking at them, looking in another direction, goes, "Wait!" And he starts to run off in a direction, leading the gold hoods away from you. In this moment,
that's a homie.
in this moment, Rowina kind of takes her breath. You all listen as the thudding of footsteps run away. All right, I think we're okay. That was not supposed to happen.
What the fuck was
Certainly hope
supposed to
not.
happen?
Yeah, what the fuck was supposed to happen?
And Emory,
Thank you.
You did not expect Rowina to be here, by the way.
Yeah.
Not only Rowina being here, but Alistair being here, and both of them being fully armored, and armed. That's not something you expected. And Rowina says, "We knew that the seal doors were going to be here. We knew that they." She kind of comes to the package. Do you have the package, Aeliana?
She's holding it, in her arms across her chest, almost she's got it.
You don't know that she knows your she just called you Aeliana.
Oh, wait. Oh no. So she'll look a little deer in the headlights, and then actually take a step back.
Good. You got it. Here, give it to me.
How do you know my name?
How do you think we found out everything we did? She kind of looks to Emory. Emory, who is Prack Sharptusk? You would know Prack to be a member of...
Goldrear Copperbolt. Oh.
Yeah,
what?
no, go ahead, yeah.
Copperbolt.
His bodyguard. Prack's one of ours.
So my boss's bodyguard is your person?
Your boss's bodyguard is apparently a raven. How do you think we found out everything we did?
Does Boldra know that?
Of course not. No, Prack has been deep undercover for some time.
Oh.
You don't have to hand it to me now.
She'll
Somebody mind
sink
fill in the
just-
rest of us?
I'm hearing a lot. Yeah, I'm kind of hearing a
What
lot
is
of words
happening?
I'm not super getting.
Okay, right. We should start making our way. And she starts to lead you through the tunnels of the sewers. And as she does, she says, "My name is Rowina Torhart. Some of you might know me as the leader, the head of the Securities Guild here in Darriok. However, I am also the leader of the group, a group known as the Ravens. We were here attempting to intercept a package from the seal doors, something that we heard was going to incriminate them, something that we could use, hopefully, to at least find out more about what they were doing. I don't know how much any of you know, but the seal doors are a powerful family here in Darriok. They rule things. The Baron is practically their puppet. Vincent Sealdor is the most powerful man of Darriok. Don't you worry about that. And we were here hoping to make this stop, hoping to get some hedgeway, and, well, turns out the Sealdors had something planned. I don't know what they had against that councilman or against that other woman, but they killed them. And they started attacking. I'm assuming to not make it look like it was a direct involvement of the Sealdors, but I don't know if any of you caught this. But Liana and anyone associated with her walked out of here completely unscathed and unharmed.
I caught it.
You did?
Yeah. Walked right past me.
I am of no doubtful mind that this was an attack by the Sealdors, especially since they went after a known Scarlet Cloak. That woman, Katana Goldeye, she was rumored to be a Scarlet Cloak, and I think this attack has proven that.
What's a Scarlet Cloak?
We're a bit unsure. It's a group here in the city, powerful. We're not sure if they're assassins or grand thieves or both, but they've been growing in number and in power, and have been a thorn in the Sealdor's side. Maybe Councilman Hidara was working with him. I'm not sure. Working with them. I'm not sure.
Do you know anything about these Scarlet Cloaks? I'll ask Rowina.
Why would she?
Very, very little. Enough to know that they are not thieves or anything as petty as that. I do believe the councilman was.
Like, her eyebrows go up.
I do believe the councilman was working with them.
You were here with. Were you here with Katana?
Yes, she was a friend of mine.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just kind of throwing this out there. Does everyone come to this place with like a super big connection to what's going on here? I'm just, feeling a little left out, I guess. Everyone seems. I
thought I was just coming to a party with a friend. I knew I was going to meet some of her friends, but that's all that I knew.
Sam, I came with the councilman, but I didn't know anything about I ran into him yesterday for the first time in years.
You knew Hidara?
Yes. I knew I knew him, kind of.
He came out of nowhere the past year. You met him years ago. Where was he from? You're from Savonia.
Oh. No, I'm from Pineville.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Pineville.
At Savonia, Aeliana's gonna perk up a little bit.
Yeah.
17.
17. Tell him the truth. He's from Pineville. But Hidara told us that he was from Savonia.
Hidara said a lot of things that may not have been true.
You seem to know more about him than I do. All of you seem to know information that I was unaware of.
Not
except
me.
Except for maybe you. Were you just invited to the party?
Just hanging out?
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Well, please.
I mean, that was a lot. Right?
For now, unfortunately, Danny? Did you say your name?
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, I'm Danny. So,
well, unfortunately, Danny, you are involved now. Liana Sildor has seen your face, and she has seen you fight against her.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Please, just trust me when I say I'm taking you to a safe space, but it's going to be a minute before we get there. And so she starts to take you through a wandering path of sewers and underground tunnels. While this is happening, does anybody do anything in particular? Do you just kind of travel in silence? It's going to take about roughly 30 minutes through the bowels of the city and through these underground tunnels to get to where you're going to. Yes, Emory.
If at some point Reyna is distracted or like talking to somebody or like either takes the lead and I can get Aeliana away.
Yeah.
Did she hand the package? Did Aeliana hand the package to
No,
Reyna?
she said she didn't have to, but
She's
Okay.
holding it, and
Yeah.
she's like trailing behind, like trying unsuccessfully to keep her very nice dress that is not hers from getting dirty.
yeah, I would definitely say
would-
unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully, yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
this sucks. The first nice thing I own, man. Come on. Or not own. That first nice thing.
Yeah, you were supposed to bring it
Oh.
back. You were specifically
I know,
told to
I
like
know.
not mess it up.
So she's just kind of like, oh god, no, I'm really, oh jeez.
I would slink back with Aeliana and say, do you even know what's in there?
No.
Should we open it?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I lost my accent. I don't know. I just don't want anything to do with any of this. I don't want this.
Do you want me to hold it?
No, I need to hold it. Because if I get rid of it, then I've messed up.
I mean, I think we've both already...
Already messed up, I know. Now I'm fine. Thanks. I'll just get there and then I'll give it to whoever it's supposed to be given to and then try not to die, I guess.
You know I'm not gonna let anything happen to you, right? You said you can't trust us to take care of you.
Right.
So, like, no offense, but fuck you. That was rude.
And her lip's gonna wobble a little bit.
No, don't.
Wobble it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
didn't
okay. And I'll,
mean
like,
it.
put my
I-
hand on her shoulder. It's fine. It's fine. But know that, like, I'm gonna...
I know you will, but you're not in you're not fully in charge of everything. I don't know. Obviously, I trust you enough because I told you, but
Well, if your boss, or if my guy was working for your guy and now you're with my guy and whatever convoluted fucking process this is,
so many guys.
it's a lot of guys.
It's a lot of guys.
All I'm saying is that I've been here for 6 years and I'm still here. So just, I don't know, maybe try to relax a little. Yeah.
Yeah, easy to say.
Yeah.
I appreciate your help. That's all I can do right now.
Also, I do know someone who can clean that dress after all this is over, if you're interested.
Yes, it's not mine, and
Yeah, I didn't assume. No offense, no offense.
No, it's that's fine.
You look lovely. You look great
Oh,
in it.
thanks. Right.
But based on the first time we met, I didn't think you would own anything like that.
No, and since I've mucked everything else up, I'd at least like to get the dress back in one piece.
Let me,
I owe him that much.
yeah, let me help you with that, and then the rest is easy.
Thank you.
As we're walking, I'm like doing that frustrating video game thing where you're like escorting someone, but you're faster than they are.
Yeah.
So you have to keep being like, okay, I'll stay a little bit. Okay, no, you guys are still making your way. Action.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You're like, so, I like said my name. Is that gonna be like a me thing? Anyone else wanna?
Emory.
I'm Rowina.
Nice.
Oliver.
Aeliana, since everyone else knows now. She kind of looks at Rowina a little nervously. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Roll a insight check, Emily.
Okay.
Emily or Emory?
Emily.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
No, Emily!
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Where are we going?
Yes,
I'm
that's
taking you to the
excellent
headquarters of
question.
the Ravens. It's just outside the city.
Outside the whole city?
Yes.
Nice.
Any other conversations or anything that happened, or did you guys just kind of?
I would go up to like pretty shortly after like on the trip, go up to Oliver, and just say, "Thank you for healing me."
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you were hurt.
It's an amazing kind of magic, really.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really used it very much. Wasn't sure if it would work, but I'm glad it did.
I know that feeling. I haven't used mine very much either. It's probably the most ever, actually.
Yeah, same.
Was everything okay when we first met? It seemed like maybe there was something unsaid.
It 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 just had been a long time since I'd seen somebody of your kind, and it kind of took me by surprise. Not, I don't
Okay.
know, not in a bad way, not in a good way.
No, I understand. It's common reaction.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any
Can
like brothers or anything?
Not that I am aware of.
Okay.
Can I insight check Oliver?
For sure. Insight check.
Oh my god, a natural one!
You need to cleanse these dice.
I would just say you're in
immediately.
too much pain to read him.
Yeah, that's fair. Not that I know of. Why?
Are you from Danrek?
Oh, no, not originally nearby, but not from there. Been there about 6 months. How long have you been there?
About 3 months. Just got here from Pine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Set up
What?
shop over at the Sea Salt Suites.
Oh, what kind of shop?
I live there.
Oh, yes, of course.
Do a little investigating, private investigating. Here, take my card. I need a card.
Oh,
This is Oliver
thank
Burroughs,
you.
private investigator. Sea Salt Suites.
All right. Well, if I ever need anything investigated, I know who to contact.
I'm your guy.
You've only been here 6
Lovely.
months, Rowina. Reyna says.
Yes.
Where were you
just
previously?
about. I've been traveling. Actually, I think I just lied. I
Yeah,
meant to tell the truth. I've only been here for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So I said 2 months.
Where were you from previously?
All this time. Oh, just
If you're looking for the name
small-
of that town, Pakra's the town you're from, and then Hillknot is
Pakra.
the town that you
Yeah.
came from.
Originally from just outside Pakra.
Ooh, yikes.
You came from there.
Sorry.
No, it's
It's a cool place.
it's an accurate sentiment.
You came from there to Dariok?
Yes.
Roll a deception check.
I did
Somebody
go
see
from
it.
one place to another. There just were some things in between. God damn it. 13.
Straight?
What?
She says straight. Straight there.
No, bye. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
straight?
It's just
um,
God damn it. Straight no.
You straight?
no, not directly. It wasn't my goal initially.
Rowina, I'm not trying to. I just need to make sure I trust those around me, and it feels like you're not saying something.
There's a lot of people here that aren't fully in on every bit, and I think at this point we just need to keep going and leave some people alone.
Yes, I don't think that anybody else here has been asked to share their entire traveling history prior to coming to the city. So I don't know why that's making you not trust me.
Because that's what's going to happen when we arrived at the headquarters. I need to know about all of you.
And let's just wait till we get there.
I
Right.
think we have no choice but to trust each other in this moment.
I agree.
Right.
All right, then, Oliver, where have you come from? Really?
Pineville.
And
Came from
anywhere in
Pineville.
between?
Nope.
Okay, I don't think we need to be so harsh with each other right now, alright? We're all going through a lot.
Agreed. Wonderful. Looks like we're here. And you see a ladder reaching reaching up to a hatch. And Rowina starts to climb up to the top of the ladder, and she slides a bolt across the hatch, and she pushes upward, swinging the wooden hatch open. Warm light rains down from above, and as you climb the ladder, you leave the dreary sights and smells of the sewer behind. Suddenly, you are in a wide open room. A warm hearth nearby crackles
That's
with
so
life,
cozy.
Oh, I want to live here.
heating up the air around you. Melting candles and burning lanterns light the interior of this underground room. Stone walls surround you with little alcoves and cubbies inlaid within them. It is an open space, but small and somewhat cozy. There is a meeting area in the middle with heavily used but soft and comfortable furniture. A bar off to the side houses shelves of anything from cheap wine to fine liquor. The feel of this place is varying, as if pieced together by different cultures and different beings over time. Open doorways lead to winding halls that lead to other chambers hidden away. On the far wall, a winding staircase leads up a wide pillar. Rowina turns to you. Welcome to the nest, home of the ravens.
I'll lean over to Emory. It's a bit on the nose.
Have I
Love it.
heard of the Ravens
Cool.
at all, or
I would say in your time here, you have not heard of the
it's
ravens.
been a short time? Okay.
Yeah. Please, she gestures to like the living room seating area. Make yourself at home. I just need to have a word with Emory, and then we can talk about everything that's happened.
You got it.
But please,
How,
food, drink,
how-
help yourselves.
How large is your flock? I just want to know. I don't know the expanse of your group, or if you're just like, are you it? Are you the only Raven? Or
Once you and I have talked further, perhaps I'll be willing to give you that information.
fair enough.
She looks at
Fun
you, Emory.
fact, like the collective group it's an unkindness. It's an unkindness of ravens. Did you know that? It's not a flock.
I didn't.
I thought that was like cool because they're like spot.
No, it was cool.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
She looks at you, Emory, and just kind of nods in the direction of her office. And she walks in.
I would turn around and look at the group that is left, and just jokingly go,
Oh my god.
and like walk into.
Incredible.
See,
The
are
office.
they gonna fucking kill Rowina? Is that what that was?
Aeliana plops down
Yeah.
and like the dress just like you know how like
Yeah.
big poof and then
The
she's like
skirt, right?
trying to like pull it in.
Yeah.
Taking up the whole couch. And she's just clutching this package across her chest.
We cut to the office. You walk inside. Reyna says, "Shut the door, please."
Gladly.
Sit.
A little too hard.
Yeah. Door slams. That was chaotic.
Yeah. Yeah, a little.
You're lucky I was there.
I'm lucky.
Yes.
Okay, what the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
No offense. But what you told me was not what happened.
What do you mean?
Why did Sparrow already have the package?
She already had the package?
She already had the package. She said her boss gave it to her.
What?
She thought if she gave it to Liana, that we were gonna kill her. She thought if she kept it, that Liana was gonna kill her. Both could have happened, but that was not what you told me.
I told you what I knew, Emory, and before you start to question whether or not I lied to you, I would remember who you're talking to. I trust you. You've been a good member of this, Ravens, but you are not at the level where you can speak to me that way. Heard?
I just don't... Yeah, heard.
I told you what I knew, Emory, in all my honesty. As far as we knew from Prac, the boss was supposed to hand the package to Liana that night. That's what we knew. If Aeliana already had the package, that is not something we were aware of.
Then why did she have the package? Why was that not...
We should ask her. I don't know.
Bring her in here then. Bring her in here. Why am I the one...
Well, I was wanting to see if you're okay, but since you want to act like a child, let's bring an adult in here. Go get Aeliana.
Fine. And I'll...
You walk outside, open the door.
Boss wants to talk to you.
Ooh.
She'll look around at the group and stand up and then walk inside.
You stay, Emory. So what we knew, Aeliana, please sit.
She sits again. Same thing happened. Sorry, this is ridiculous to wear down here.
It's what you should have been wearing. You're fine. Are you... Before we get started, are you alright?
Alright how?
Physically.
Yes, I'm not hurt. Yeah, I'm not hurt.
We were told that your boss, Boldrier, would have the package. And yet I am being informed by Emory that you already had the package arriving at the establishment tonight. Why is that?
Because he gave it to me.
Roll an insight check.
What? 3? Alright, that's a 12 plus... Ooh, 6. 18.
You get the sense that she is a little on edge about the fact that, like... The fact that he would do that means that the two of you are a lot closer than she thought you were. And that puts her on edge.
She's holding the package very tightly.
Why would he give you the package?
Because he had somewhere else to go.
And he trusted you.
I don't know if trust is the right word.
Were you aware of your boss's involvement with the seal doors?
She's gonna squirm a little and one cannot be an accountant for a front if they are any good at their job without finding out within 2 months what is really going on. Otherwise, You would
So,
have been a very bad accountant.
you are saying the entire time that you have done jobs for the Ravens, you have been working for the Seal Doors?
No, absolutely not. I have been working for Baldrier Copperbolt at his tailor shop, where I am an accountant. I am not working for the Seal Doors. I never have. And I don't work for you either. I'm a freelancer.
Well, it seems like that needs to change. You're in this now, Aeliana. I need to be able to trust you, and I don't trust freelancers. Liana Sealdor, who was expecting a package from you, just saw you attack one of hers and run away. Now, we could still maybe play this as to chaos in the moment. But your life is now very much in danger.
Yes, I know that. It was going to be in danger either way. I had no good choice.
But we can help you. Aeliana, they are not good people.
I know that. You don't think I know that?
So then why
did I keep my job?
No. I understand that. I understand putting yourself in positions that you don't want to be for survival. I understand. You don't have to explain that to me. But I think that we need to move past the point of freelancing. If you want our protection, which you need now, there needs to be a sharing of trust. Prak Sharptusk is a raven. He has been undercover for years.
Right.
We found out that you were working there through Prak. He said nothing other than you were a faithful worker, and from what he could tell, a good person. That's all he ever really saw of you. It seems now that you are smarter than Prak, and perhaps I gave credit for, and I apologize for that. Emory was given a task tonight to make sure you accomplished your task. They were to watch you, and if you were to falter, they were to stop that. Seems that he didn't need to do so, which is good. And now you know everything I've kept from you. I would like that package.
And you don't know what's in it. Truly.
From the bottom of my heart.
Am I to keep up doing what I was doing for you before as well?
I have a plan. And both of you roll an insight check.
Dirty 20.
13.
13. With a 13, I will say that Emory, you get the sense that, like, Rowina's kind of, like, a little panicky and thinking on her feet right now. You get the same sense, Kelsey. But you also see, like, a vibe of, like, plans have changed. But you don't know what the previous plans were. And she says, I think that I have never seen the amount of capable fighters that I saw in that room tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All of the people that traveled with us in this sewer are special, it seems. Capable. And also now all the targets, perhaps, of the Sealdor family. So my plan is to try and convince all of you to help us. to help the Ravens. To help rid Darioch of the corruption and pain that the Sealdor family brings upon this city. That is my plan. So yes, Aeliana, things will change. Please, the package. She takes it. You see her open it up. Inside the package is a book. You see her open it up. It's hard to see from your angle, but it seems to be a ledger. And she starts to read it. Oh my. Oh, this is much darker than I imagined.
What does it say?
The Sealdors have been capturing people.
What?
The missing people of Darioch. It's the Sealdors. They're doing it.
Where are they
And it looks like
taking them?
they're using the docksmen to transport them to Wildriar. Doesn't say why. But it does say where they do it. There's an abandoned warehouse in the docks district, Warehouse B. It's been under construction for so long. We always just thought that the funding was discontinued. From out of that warehouse, shipments of people have been moved from Darioch to Wildriar. She slams the book shut. My. We need to find out why this is happening. We should join the others. This needs to be a conversation. I want to hear some things from them first, but yes. Please. And she stands and walks you guys out of this room. While all this has been happening, the three of you, have you just been kind of like sitting in uncomfortable silence?
I think the only thing that I
Icebreakers.
probably would have done is, like, after a while of silence, look at Rowina. Like, hey, visibly magic people up top.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
hell?
awesome.
Never been
gonna-
high-fived for that in my entire life.
Hey,
Stand
well,
right in.
what? Whoa, sorry.
Am I not?
I mean, you saw a big
visibly
spectral
magical?
hammer that he conjured.
Well, I mean, like, you can turn that off. You know what I mean? And you can, like, walk around and be like, "What's up? I'm a guy."
He's implying to the non-magic, the magical races, the magic-born races.
I'll point in my ear.
What is that?
I know. Sorry. I'll take some coke.
And you see that he is a half-elf and has.
I'm
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, man. You got
Sorry,
real.
bro.
You got no, dude. I'm fucking blue. No, I just like.
You're blue?
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Nah, just didn't notice your. I didn't notice yours were like that. But cool.
Yeah. Where I'm from, it's not something you usually flaunt.
It's a bummer.
It's nice that you can hide it then.
Pineville.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
The door opens. And Reyna, Emory, and Aeliana come out. You see that Reyna is holding a book in her hands. Reyna sits down. All of you are just kind of sitting in this living room. She sighs. So, as I said, my name is Reyna Torholt. We are the Ravens. We have a code, and that code is that Darioch is corrupted. Whether it be through the Baron or the Seal Doors or any other power that may be, this city is harming its civilians. Our process has always been to steal from the rich and give to the poor. In recent years, that has involved violence. What we deem as necessary. We're not a violent group. We don't want to be violent. But something has to change in this city. Gold Crystal is running rampant. Some of you may have heard of Gold Crystal. Gold Crystal is a drug in this city that is running, that is very powerful and very addictive and usually smuggled in.
You say.
And she says, our citizens are dying. And she holds up the ledger. And apparently being kidnapped. She puts it down. The Seal Doors, as I have said, run this city. And Liana Sealdor just saw each and every one of you fight against her. Not only did you fight against her, which could have probably been brushed under a rug, seen as self-defense, but you all showed yourself to be powerful fighters, warriors. She looks at Rowina. Magic users. You have no reason to trust me other than the fact that I have led you to safety here, but know that I am telling the truth when I say this. You are a target now. The Seal Doors have gold hoods in their pocket. They have docksmen in their pocket. The city is now a dangerous place for you. It's a large city. It's not like you can't exist there. But you will be hunted. Unless you help us. I've just given you a lot of information. I've laid a lot out on the table. I now ask that you trust me in return. I will try not to ask incredibly personal questions, but I need some answers. Oliver, you are from Pineville, yes?
Yeah.
What brings you to Darioch?
Well, I was looking for, what turned out to be the councilman. That's why I initially came to Darioch. I mean, really the only person who knew me from anyone else is now dead.
Turned out to be. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, he certainly wasn't a councilman of Pineville.
He's from Pineville, right. So he's a charlatan. Was a charlatan.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't heard him go by the name Hadara until yesterday.
What name did you know him by?
He went by the name Sarah Michaels.
Sarah Michaels. Why did you leave Pineville, searching for him?
I don't know if we need to get into all that right now.
Was it to harm him?
No, absolutely not.
Thank you. Danny,
Yeah.
are you from Darioch?
No, I've been here for about 6 months.
Do you mind telling me where you were from?
So like originally born and raised in Savonia. And yeah.
Came to Darioch because... Why would you leave a place like Savonia and come here?
Yeah, so I'm with a group of people um, called the House of Balance, and they kind of thought I could help out with some stuff here. So they
Do you know a Wegu? A Mr. Wegu?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Is he harmed?
Yeah, in the way that he's like kind of dead.
Oh,
No. I know of this House of Balance. I learned of them through this Mr. Wegu. We were a partnership, him and I. We learned to respect each other. He helped us.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps you would be interested in continuing that relationship.
You want me to take the place of
I want you to work with me.
I think I'd have to like run that by my boss, but sure, yeah, okay. What do I would like to do? What?
Well, we'll get to that, but I appreciate your honesty and your candor.
Yeah, for sure.
Emory, for the group. You've been in Danrek your whole life, yes? Emory, do you trust me?
Yeah,
Do you trust the Ravens?
absolutely.
Thank you. Aeliana, you've been here a little less than a few years, right?
3 years.
Where are you from?
I came from Savonia directly. I went to school there.
You lived in another place before?
Yes.
Would you be willing to tell me where this previous place was?
Hilnam.
Thank you.
Hey, where'd you go to school?
Let me just get the name of it. Hello. Help. What's the name of the school? The Savonian Institute of Mystic Artistry.
Hey!
Can I make an insight check
Yes.
to see, Zach? Can I make an insight check to see if I
Yeah.
connect any?
Yeah, you can roll
anything?
an insight check. What are you saying here, Michael?
Hey, go Sirens!
Oh, you went there as well.
Yeah,
When did you
yeah.
graduate? Oh,
Class is 1308.
that's great. When did you... Good.
1308.
What was your insight check,
200 years
Emily?
ago.
Is it 10?
I don't remember what year it was.
You just think on your time in Hilnam.
Yep.
Thank you. I know that was hard information to give, and I appreciate you giving me information you didn't want to give me.
No, it's fine. I just not used to talking about it. That's all. Trained to be. Practiced being. Yeah.
Is there... Just so I know who I'm getting involved with, is there someone looking for you? Are you in danger? You seem to hide the fact that you're from here. I just want to make sure that someone isn't actively searching you out.
Yeah.
I do not know if someone is actively seeking me out.
But there's the
Who
potential.
were you hiding from at the party?
That was completely different, and I really am sorry about that. That's deeply embarrassing, and no, it's not the same, and it's Possible, yes, but it's been a long time, so I'm hopeful that I'm just assumed dead at this point.
Oh.
Rowina,
Mm-hmm.
when she says I'm assumed dead at this
Oh,
point,
Yeah.
What is this? What do you know?
you don't recognize her,
Yep.
but you recognize that face.
Yep. I'm not gonna say anything in front of everybody.
Oh no!
You don't recognize her, but you recognize her face?
Rowina.
Is that what you said?
Yes, Rowina.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
From Pac, right?
But where did you come before that? Or after that, I should say.
I traveled through, and I'll make eye contact with Aeliana as I say, he'll know.
She like forces a very calm, cool exterior, which is not very successful. Beautiful place.
Roll a deception check, Marina.
What am I deceiving?
Oh,
21.
If she recognizes me.
She continues. What brings you to Dariok? Why did you leave Hilnon?
To be completely honest with you, I'm not entirely welcome in my hometown, and I've tried not to stay in one place for too terribly long.
So you left Hilnom because someone from Farrow was looking for you?
It's not why I left Hilnom. I had an employment situation that got it became less than ideal, and I came seeking new employment.
Who did you work for?
I worked for a wealthy family that was not very kind.
I have given you all my information. I would appreciate some candor here. Is there some noble family from Hilnom coming to look for you?
I do not believe they are coming to look for me now.
Who is they?
I will look at Aeliana just to see her reaction.
She is
It was
on edge.
the Avarna family.
No!
The Avarna family. Oh God. I've never heard of the name. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Cool.
Charisma saving throw, Aeliana.
Oh my god.
You're good at that. That's charismatic.
17.
17. You look tense, but you don't actively look like your insides are freaking out, which is probably what's happening.
Oh, yikes.
Trust me, as a secretive person, I understand how hard it is to divulge information. All of you just did, and I'm appreciative of that. I want your help. In exchange for having our resources, our people at your side to protect you, to be there for you, I request your help in this seal door situation. This ledger is a list of people who have been taken by the seal doors. They have been taken to Warehouse B in the Docks District. And from there they have been secretly shipped off to Wuldriar. We don't know why. But we need to know why. Because they wanted to keep this secret. And so, what'd you say?
I'm in.
She kind of smiles for the first time. Good. What of the rest of you?
You have my help. Katana was my friend, and if for no other reason, I'd like to avenge her.
Roll an insight check, Emily.
I've insighted a lot. 16.
There's a slight twitch in Reyna's eye as you say Katana.
Okay.
No. My other mother?
I think that is admirable. Emory, I'm assuming you're still with us?
Hell yeah.
She kind of like smiles for a minute.
What?
And then gives you like a look of like, she doesn't say anything, but a look of like, I'm sorry for the tension towards you. But she's your leader, so she's not going to publicly apologize to you.
I give her a look that says, "What do I know? I'm just a child."
So you give a little bit of a sassy look.
I roll my but like with a smirk.
Yeah. She looks to you, Aeliana. You specifically would be a big help in this situation.
I too am looking at Aeliana.
I have no other choice.
Well, I hope to prove to you that you would have made it anyway. Danny, I know that this is interesting.
I mean, I already like agreed because you asked like, could I do it in the city at, and you were like, thanks. So
Yes,
I
you
mean,
are.
I'm good.
I just wanted to make sure that you were.
No, yeah, like I said, I gotta run stuff by some people.
She
but,
can't help but chuckle. I've learned to come to trust the House of Balance. You can feel free to give them any information I've given you.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, yeah, ma'am.
Well,
it's gonna be great.
Welcome to the Ravens.
You're gonna love it here. Oh, sorry.
Tonight you should rest. You're free to stay here. Food, water, drinks, whatever you want, it's yours. The streets will be active tonight. They will be looking. I, as a leader, have learned that I am not always in the right, and my ideas are not always correct. My plan, the best next course of action according to me, would be to investigate this warehouse B. Find out what they're doing there and why. How do the rest of you feel?
Sounds like it's a good place
Seems like
to start.
Yes.
Good. We will house you, take care of you this evening, and then we will arm you. And I will send Alistair with you, and tomorrow night you can investigate Warehouse B. She kind of stands up. Thank you. And I'm sorry. And she heads into her office.
Oh fuck, we left our cloaks at the Velvet Villa.
It wasn't my cloak, so.
Aeliana has hers.
Yeah, you do.
Damn.
I had
guess that's a
two,
me.
so.
Guess that's a me thing then.
Probably get them back next time I work, if they're still there. If you are really.
It's more
If
just
I
like
work, I
a.
guess.
It's just more of a.
Do you think it's safe for you to go back to work?
You know, it's probably not.
I think you may have found a new job.
Well, yeah, I just gotta make sure that Lila's okay and maybe, I don't know, help her clean up a little bit.
How long you work there, bucko?
2.5 years. I wasn't technically supposed to be working tonight because only people that have been there for 3 years or longer were allowed, but I got in. If anybody ever needs to buy flowers, I know a place. you're looking to apologize to anybody, or I don't know, get with anybody or whatever. But
That's
Yeah.
so specific.
And if
I-
you need these sweets or confectionery baked goods, I know a place.
Whoa, where?
The sea salt sweets.
Dude! Yes!
Oh, it's legitimately sweets? I thought you meant like sweets, like
No,
S-U-I-T, yes.
Yeah.
Candy bakery.
No,
I gotta
like-
rewrite that in my notes. Hang on.
Yep.
For real, they have like a lemon cheesecake cookie thing.
Oh
Awesome.
my god!
It's
that
so
does
good.
sound delicious.
I've gained like 15 pounds in the last 2
I don't
months.
blame you,
Get out
man.
of there.
Do you guys want to see my room?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're like here?
Sure.
You live here?
Yeah.
It's a long
like
ass
it.
commute.
How long have you been a raven?
Since I got here, I guess.
What's that?
6 years.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
How
like,
young were
it's-
you? How young were you when you started?
16.
Okay. You just kind of look like, no offense, you just like look a little younger. So I was like,
Hell yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
sure.
How old are you? Wait, are we gonna guess how old everybody is?
Oh, sure,
No.
yeah,
I
okay.
love this
Oh,
game.
I don't want to play.
Oh, that's right. Ladies don't like when you guess their age.
Oh, I just thought it was like she didn't want to share any information about herself.
Are you like really
That's okay.
old or something?
If you're really old, that's cool. It's
Yeah,
great.
that
No,
would
I
be
just
cool.
shared more information with you all than I have shared with almost anybody in my life ever, so I'd like to keep some things
Fair.
for myself.
Some of us just
Got it.
aren't that interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to see your room? Is that what we're...
If
Oh.
you want, it's you can stay down. It's not really any different than I just thought.
Do you want a second to like clean up?
No,
Like,
I
pick
keep
it
it.
up
I
for a
keep it
second?
pretty. There's books everywhere, but
That's fine.
it's pretty clean. I don't have a lot, so
Sure, let's let the kid take like show us like a little. It's just like a little kid when like
Yeah.
visitors come
Wanna
over.
see my
You want
Legos?
to see my room? I
Yeah.
redecorate. I rearrange the furniture.
yeah. I've never really had a room before that was mine, so. it's kinda-
Damn,
Nice.
that's sad.
Oh, is it?
Oh my god.
Where did you have a room?
Jesus.
Yeah, I like rooms aren't like a super. I mean, back me up here. Like people, like rooms aren't a
I
crazy
live-
luxury.
I live in the back of a sweet shop, so I would
Still
say
a
yeah,
room.
they're pretty.
That's still a
pretty-
room.
Well, I guess it's 4 walls, but that's about it.
It's a place you can stay. That's a room.
Sure.
I'm gonna, as they're having this conversation, just find like a kettle and start some water for tea.
Easily done.
Oh, I'm 32. Just
Damn. I thought you were my age.
Yes. Kind of why I don't want to share my age, I suppose.
it's kind of fucked up.
Are you 32?
Hmm?
Okay.
Jesus.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm sorry.
She's secretive.
That was rude. That was so rude. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's fine.
Well,
I'm gonna-
Aeliana's in the corner, like disassociated.
Hey, yeah, Aeliana,
She's like
what's
staring off into the distance, like, oh my fuck.
Hey, Aeliana, what's up?
What?
Just social time, getting to know each other.
Aeliana, I was gonna step out for some fresh air. Would you like to step outside with me?
No, I don't think so. That's okay.
Is it safe?
Lovely.
Yeah, it's not
All
safe.
right.
That's a
Very
good point.
dangerous.
Oh, look, the water's
No.
ready for the
If you
tea.
wanted
look,
to go
I
in
think
the,
I'm
if you
gonna
wanted to
go
like
lay
go in
down.
the corner, you could go in the corner, and I could go see Emory's room. If y'all wanted privacy.
Yeah, I think the room thing, we don't have to. It seems like
I,
it's like
I was
a-
interested in seeing it.
Yeah, I'll go
I
see.
mean, I'm
me,
gonna
me and
go up
Oliver.
there.
Me and Oliver can go see
Yeah.
Emory's room.
Mm,
And
Any
y'all can have
games or
this.
anything?
No, that's really
You got games.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Games
Yeah, I
again?
gotta
Get an
switch.
Xbox.
I'll hand everybody a mug of tea.
Oh my god, thank you. It's been a long time.
Emory like takes you through a wander. Anyone who does go with Emory takes you like
Follow Emory.
a side off hallway and then shows you their. Emory, please describe your 15 by 15 foot room.
An efficiency, an efficiency unit.
Hot plate.
That's a lot. How much?
Wow.
I mean, that's
a
like.
pretty big space.
I mean, it's, yeah,
I
once
don't
you
know
put
how big
furniture in
my
it, I don't
apartment
think it's
is.
that big, but.
So
I think it's smaller than
have.
you're thinking.
It's really cozy. It's like got the same kind of coziness as the main living area and the main like meeting area. So it's like a lot of brick. I've managed to like hang some like cloth and tapestry to give it kind of like a canvas tent kind of feel. There's like a stack of books that has like a couple cups of tea on it that is like acting as an end table with like the fluffiest blanket on the like little makeshift mattress that you've ever seen. So like basically most of the bed is the blanket. And it's got like pretty ornate like stitching in it that is like very, it almost has kind of like a Danny essence where it's like stars and moons and like sky and like a whole big pattern. But it's like a really ornate kind of like silk fluffy blanket. But that's pretty much it. Is like there's like a pair of boots in the corner, like discarded tunic, and like a
Is there
black
a
cloak.
window?
I don't think there's a window.
You're underground.
We're still kind of, yeah, we're still underground.
Yeah.
Okay. This is nice. This is really, you got everything
Right,
you
I'm
need.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Best I've ever had.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh.
But you can borrow any of these books, and he points to like another stack that's like not got tea on it. Anytime you want to borrow any of these,
Yeah,
Look
thank
at
you.
it,
I'm gonna
yeah,
take you
for
up.
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Alistair and I have like a book club kind of thing going on.
Oh yeah?
What kind of stuff? Like fiction or
All
nonfiction?
of it,
Sci-fi.
anything. Literally
Oh, man.
anything. Literally have never met a book I didn't like. So, if you got
Okay.
a recommendation.
One of my parents is a writer, actually.
Yeah?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. My mom has some published
Cool.
books.
Who is she? What's her name? Would I know her?
Jesus Christ. What?
Listen, it's the first
It's
session.
taking
know,
a long
right?
time to answer it, huh?
Give me a sec. Ingrid.
Insight check. Ingrid.
Ingrid Stratus.
Do I know Ingrid Stratus?
Do you think you would read nonfiction religious texts?
I certainly would.
I probably have, but it wasn't my favorite. If there was like,
It's
if it was like Greek
like
mythology more so than like religious,
No.
maybe.
it's like that's what I'm saying. Like unless you're like a super nerd, like textbook stuff, I fully get it.
Eric, roll just a d20, and if you get above a 15, you would have heard of it.
11.
Well,
Cool.
I'll have to
Yeah.
check her out sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any of her books, I'd love to.
Not on me, but go to a. Sure, they're around. You can just.
Is she like really well known?
Pretty. I mean,
multiple
yeah.
cities?
I wouldn't say like a super, like international thing, but like like around here. Yeah, you can totally
That's
like
cool.
go to like a bigger city and totally find her.
Cool.
For sure.
Do you think that Rowina reads? Do you think we should bring her a book? Do you think that would make her feel
I'm-
better?
I actually would have
Straight
come
up.
with you.
I was
if-
gonna say if Rowena stays back, I'm into the idea that they get left behind. But if we want to have the whole group go, I'm also cool with that.
Yeah,
I thought the
think
two
if,
got left behind.
That's what I had
Aeliana
thought.
and Rowena got left behind.
yeah, so I think everybody tried to leave us behind, but I had been saying like no because if Aeliana doesn't want to talk to me, I'm not trying to like pressure her into talking to me, and it feels
Yeah, for
pretty
sure.
clear that she doesn't want to talk to me.
Yikes.
So I would have gone, but probably been a little bit quiet because I was like excited to.
And I'm assuming
find her
Aeliana
and-
wouldn't reach out to Rowena or Rowena, would you? Or would you?
Like I said, if we were left behind, she would have stayed.
Well, I mean,
One-on-one.
I think
Because
you
in
are
front of
left,
everybody, she's uncomfortable.
I think you are left behind for a moment, but it looks like Rowena is thinking about leaving because last she heard you didn't want to talk to her. So you have a moment to say
Yeah.
something if you want to.
Yeah. I would start walking away at like the back of the group.
Yeah, I think she'd because she's curious as well. So I think she would stop her.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to finish the...
No,
What
yeah,
did
we're
it-
cutting. We're
I
cutting.
know, so I'm not
Okay,
there.
great.
So I'm not
So
there.
she,
We
yeah.
were just talking about books.
She would have apologized. She would have said, I'm sorry. That was rude.
Oh, it's okay if you don't want to talk. We don't have to talk. I didn't mean to pressure you at all.
No, it's just you seem to know things that I didn't think anyone else knew.
I believe I know, well, you know that I know your family, but I know your mother very well. She's alive, yes. She
is?
was 3 months ago, yes.
Okay, that's a surprise.
She was the only person in the house who was kind to me.
She was still there? I assumed that they were all gone.
How much do you know of what happened?
I was told that someone important to me is dead and everyone else was exiled, and that's all I know.
Do you know why they were exiled and not killed?
I suppose I didn't really think about it.
Explains. Your mother seemed hurt that nobody had reached out to her, but if you don't know, then your mother gave herself to be married to your uncle in exchange for everyone else's lives. So she's still there.
But everyone else got out alive. Even my father?
Your father, yes. Your eldest brother didn't make it out, but
I know
it
that.
seems like you knew that. Yes, I mean, as far as your mother knows, at least, she's my only source of information. And she's very eager to know if any of her family is still alive and well.
Yeah, I'm alive.
I made a promise to your mother to let her know if I ever found out what happened to any of her family. But I feel like I should leave that up to you, really.
Well, it doesn't seem safe to send any letters or something. Right?
I never noticed your uncle look at the mail. There may be a way to send her something in code, but I mean, it's a risk.
Not yet, not with everything going on.
No. You look like your mother.
I thought for a moment that you were a part of it all. I'm sorry, I reacted so negatively. I thought...
I don't blame you. If anyone said they were from my hometown, I would run the other direction, so. Should we go see Emory's bedroom?
Yes, of course, yes.
Yes.
You go and join them in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about
Probably as they're like walking out.
Sorcerer's
Yeah, right.
Stone!
It's
Oh, that's a good one.
It's getting a little cramped in here. It's only 15 by 15 feet.
Emory! Emory! You hear
What?
the voice of Alistair in the main room.
What? Yeah, I'm up here.
Oh, God, you're all right. Good.
Oh, you good? Everything you got
Yeah,
away?
yeah. Alistair like comes back into the hallway. Yeah, I'm over. Oh, hello, everyone.
These are. I'm sorry, I forgot.
They were honorary
I don't really care.
maidens.
I don't really.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Alistair.
okay. What?
Awesome.
I'm glad you're okay.
guess.
Enjoy the tea or whatever. And he just like does not like the fact that there's so many people here and walks away.
we
Don't
interrupt
mind
something?
him.
Do you want us to leave, Emory?
No,
We need a moment
no,
to connect.
he's cool. As long as he knows I'm alive, we're good. As long as I know he's alive, we're good. Danny, this one, and I'll pull a book out of a like little leather satchel at the side of the bed, and it's like super beaten up, really just like has obviously been read a bunch. It's called The Adventures of Ross Cool, Bandit of the Seven. And I hand it to you, and I'm like, read this. So good. Pass it around. Book club. This is us.
Yeah, sure. You got it. You guys got anything like a little harder than just tea here?
Yes, we do, right? Yes.
Kegs downstairs, I believe.
All right.
Yes,
I would
there's a whole
assume that
bar,
we
I
have,
thought.
yes.
Oh yeah, you
I got
have you have a bunch of alcohol.
Got a glass.
Yeah, downstairs, back. Yeah, let's go.
There's a bar.
There's a bar.
Dope.
All right.
Don't ask me to
so
pour drinks, though. I do that.
All of you,
I can do that.
Yeah.
All of you head back downstairs. You start to partake
Don't
in
do
some
it.
of the libations.
No.
Don't do it.
And that is
Don't do
where we are
it.
going to end today's
Oh, we can go to the warehouse.
We're just getting into it.
We can do it right
Just
now.
started.
We can go right now.
Let's go. Come on.
That's where we're going to end today's session.
Okay, fine.
But
Dang
that is lots of information thrown at you right away,
Yeah,
right up
clean up
top.
my
Lots
notes.
of
Yeah.
events. Lots
That
of
was
I
stuff.
have
good,
to
man.
text you through the
Oh,
week and
God.
ask for questions.
That's totally fine.
Took 7 pages of notes.
Yeah, yeah. I have a
Don't
lot.
worry, it'll slow down. This is just the first session, so obviously we had to kind of get
Oh,
a,
yeah,
lot
for sure.
a lot established.
Yeah.
But thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you joining the first session of Campaign 3. This was a blast. Thank you to my players. This is a whole new world. This is a new style. So thank you for joining. I hope you had a great time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you to my players. The best players a GM can ask for. I say it every time, but I mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.